Hey, what is up, guys? It's Guiltspire here, and welcome back to Dead by Daylight. How y'all doing today on this marvelous Monday afternoon? Hopefully all are doing well. I know I am. With that being said, we're jumping right on in to some matches of the Huntress. The Huntress is the next killer that I really want to kind of focus in on. Previously, Blight used to be one of my worst killers. Then after playing him for roughly 30 days, we have him pretty down pat at this point. Feel pretty comfortable on him. Huntress, on the other hand, not as much. I still feel like I do struggle a wee bit of Huntress. So because of that, we're going to focus in on Huntress right now. Excuse me. And then we're going to focus on Billy. Billy and Huntress are the two that I'm looking to focus in, who I feel are arguably my two weakest killers as of this moment. But with that being said, the Wheel of Killer is still up, as well as the ability to choose a killer for me to play as. If you want to play Huntress, go install some hacks. I mean, you're not wrong. At that point, any killer is Huntress, right? With that being said, though, I am going to probably only do a 4-hour stream today. I'll be honest, had some stuff to take care of earlier today that has me a little bit exhausted mentally. With that being said, we're probably going to focus in on 4 hours. So from now, 7 o'clock to 11 p.m. CST. And we'll probably then pick it up again tomorrow with a longer stream. Probably closer to the normal 7 to 3. Especially because tomorrow I'm actually going to the dentist for the first time in like a year and a half at 12. For a cleaning and checkup, and God knows that maybe tomorrow will also be a 4-hour stream depending on how my mouth feels. I think it should be fine, but we'll see. Thank you, I appreciate that, Carl. How you doing today, by the way? Hopefully doing well. We're on the Underground Complex. Now, I would normally go for a grab match this game and see how many survivors I can grab. But being a 110 killer really does put a damper on that thought process. Let's take a look around. Try and find where these survivors are ASAP. Scratch marks. We do hear someone on the upside down gen. Scratch marks go into the upside down. Really? Too low on that one? I thought I had the right distance necessary. Apparently not. Well, let's get the Fang Min. Wait out the dead hard. We'll get her down. Yo, what's up, Slashy? Doing pretty well, doing pretty well. I had a first day back to school. That's good to hear. How was that today, Carl? Hopefully it went well. Alright, we're on to Claudie Girl now. Good hit. She vaults down. Has a dead heart, but does not make good use of it. Let's put you on hook. Where's your VIP? Did not give you VIP. Yeah, there it is. I was about to say, I definitely gave it to you. Unless I'm insane, which is a possibility. Looks like one person's on the upstairs gen, which is fine by me. There's one claw down. No reason for me to give you quarter clawed, girl. I was hoping I could throw through that grate. No dice, though. Still a little bit low on that one. That's my bad. Alright, let's pick you up in meanwhile. There's the unhook. And then there's the Cloud of BT. No DS in hand at this point. Let's re-down you. Does Twitch being Twitch? Yeah, sounds about right. Sounds about right, honestly. Alright, so not over here. And I guess we'll pick you up and see if you have DS. It's already been at least 20-30 seconds since my last hook. Scratch marks going in for the unhook. And where are we at this point in time? I mean, if you want to play this game, Claude, we can. I mean, there's no reason for me to leave this area. I have my aim just a little bit off on her. There we go. And alright then, let's pick you up, see if you have DS. You're currently being slugged by a hillbilly. How's my day? My day's going pretty well, Trix. My day's going pretty well. Could be better, of course. But, hey, at the end of the day, no reason to be down on that, right? Oh, she went out. I thought she was still looping that tight loop. Honestly, that would have been a really good loop for her to go for. I'm gonna say that's probably... No, we already found the thing min, which means that person was injured on that gen. Who's over here? Well, Ruin's gone, but I'm pretty sure you're dead at this moment in time. Do I even need to say what, Michael Myers? We can do some Michael Myers next match. No problem about that. Alright, we don't see anyone on gens right away. The majority of their gens are going to be dead at this point. So we can rotate pretty easily. Looks like Claude wants me to follow her. A little bit early on that throw. I had the right idea. And looked like there was a Cloud over here. Not that one. This one? No? Maybe not. Someone upstairs? Yeah, upstairs in a locker. Looks like they're probably just trying to distract me. Shouldn't open the gate when you're downed? I don't think that'd be a fantastic idea, to be honest with you. Scratch marks? So they're over here. Let's grab you. Sorry, track that. Pops is taking us to dinner, so must leave. May I request a refund? Yeah, absolutely, Carl. Not a problem. I'll refund you right after this match. That is a-okay by me. So, this match has gone relatively well, but do I think that Savara's probably misplayed a lot? I do. So, would I really call this a significant victory or a good showing of my skill as Huntress? Probably not. There's Feng Min, who just dropped down. We're already heading off to Feng Min. Should have went off to the left. Thankfully, it looks like she just kept on holding W, which works out pretty well for me. Where are we going? Thought that door would have been closed. It was not. There's the dead hard. We'll get you down. I think this Claudette might also be on Death Hook. Yeah, because we haven't hooked that Feng Min yet. That'd be correct. That would be correct. Now the problem is, I don't know what hook I'm gonna get her to. She might get off my shoulder, actually. Yeah, I think she does. If not, just barely. Because I swear, I had no clue what hook I was gonna get her to. But that there will be a win for the Huntress, whether or not the Fangman does escape. So, not too bad, all things considered. But like I said, I think this was a demonstration of what happens when survivors make mistakes, more than my skills as a Huntress. There's a few different key moments that really botched everything for them. Alright, is she just in a locker, or did she find Hatch? Ah, she found Hatch. I'll get the hit. And GG, well played to these survivors. Alright, that'll be another win on the Huntress, a 3K at the very least. And let's take a look at their builds. Nothing really to write home about. There's your normal BT DS, there's Dead Hard, BT, DS, BT, head on quick and quiet with an anti-hemorrhagic syringe. So good stuff all around. And let's ready on up once again. Excuse me. Oh, criminy. You know what I should use? I should probably use my sacrificial cakes at this point in time, shouldn't I? Might as well get those done and done before too long. And my allergies were fine earlier, then I go into the stream room and all of a sudden they're bad again. I have no idea why. Oh, I also need to refund Carl, don't I? Let me do that. Perfect. Yo, what's up, Tweak? Going pretty well, going pretty well. How about you? How's your day been? Sousa Palooza. Let's give them a quick shout out. Sousa Palooza. Oh, there's one L. Maybe that's why. And two O's. Yeah, that would make sense. And verdict is... Did I get it right this time? Yes, yes I did, and they are currently live. For those who are interested in checking out the Jeff stream, if you do end up doing so, please do not mention that I am their TTV killer. This way they do not think that we're either A, trying to stream snipe, or B, trying to self-promote in their chat. Of course, they'll figure out that we're their TTV killer at the end of the match where they survive or die. Been good so far. Quite tired, though. Might not be here long. That's fair. That's fair. I completely understand that. Today's been a bit of a long day for me, so we're probably only going to stick with a 4-hour stream today, all things considered, but should still have plenty of fun. We're mainly going to focus in on Huntress tonight, and then, you know, see where we are at the end of today's stream with her win streaks. I just want to get good enough to where I feel confident using her. Like, it's so hit or miss. Some matches I feel great using her. There are other matches, though, where I just feel like I have so much more work to go. And I think I need to think of Huntress almost like Blight in a way. As strange as that sounds. But I need to be more accurate. I don't have as much forgiveness, because with Blight, at least I'm moving and almost controlling the hatchet, quote-unquote, where Huntress, I'm not controlling the hatchet, it's a straight line. And that's where the disconnect kind of comes into play on what areas I can just kind of do a straightaway, what areas I need to aim a little bit to the right, stuff like that. Honestly, if Huntress was a 115 killer, she would be a lot easier to use as far as hatchets are concerned, but 'tis not the case in the slightest. But we are on the Satin field. Let's see what we can do. The biggest problem with Satin field or Haddonfield is due to the fact of trying to find these survivors early. can always be a bit of an issue, but thankfully we actually did see one of them. You hear him go into the house. And it looks like they went upstairs. There's the vault down. That is an Elodie. Looks like they brought Balanced Landy. Would make sense if they brought the Haddonfield offering. Honestly, though, I should probably drop Chase here and go for a Gen instead. Good angle. Bad timing, though. Good dodge. Should have been a bit more patient there, to be fair. And that there is never a good move against the Huntress. Dropping Paladin, hoping that she can't hit over. Not a good play. We're down to one hatchet. Let's see where they are on barbecue and chili. We see one person on my totem, 2 people down in House of Pain. 1 person on the gen, 1 person upstairs. Let's go for the person on the gen. There's scratch marks here. Alright, well, we'll focus in on the pop first. And then the reload. Actually, let's go for the unhook here. Let's see if they have BT. They do indeed. That's mid-vault, so we'll get the hit on the Jeff. And he's in a bit of trouble right now, unless he has a dead heart, I think. Let's get him down. I don't hear footsteps, so he should be good. No pallet stun incoming. Barbecue and chili shows me 1 person on Myers' house. Let's get their pop in hand first before we end up going for a reload. Looks like they went off the front canopy. Now let's reload since we're on 0 hatchets as we speak. And then let's head over and pressure the unhook. But I do not see anyone going for it yet, surprisingly. That is surprising, actually. Would have thought someone to be already over here since they only have roughly like 10-15 seconds until they hit second stage. See scratch marks over here. That's Elodie. A little bit low on that. And looks like they will hit second stage. Good for me. Let's go for Elodie then. Will she drop down? She does. Remember that she has balanced landing, so she's going to gain a lot of distance from that. She'll vault. Honestly, looping here is a horrible idea for me. Myers' house is a huge no-go for me this time around, especially being a 110 killer. There's very little ways that I'm actually able to work around that loop. Jill baited out my fake. And a bit too far to the right. There we go. Yeah, that's a rip right there. I mean, I definitely forced them into a situation to press into second stage. But, like, there's plenty of opportunities for these survivors to go for the unhook is the thing. It's not as if, you know, I face camped them, right? So that does suck. Yo, what's up, Microbio Babe? How you doing? How you doing? Hopefully doing well. Alright, not sure what Felix is doing. Maybe he has given up. And now we put him into basement. Looks like they're suiciding. Possible that might be their swift up with the TTV. So far, so good. Survivors have been a little bit odd to say the least, though. I'm just surprised they didn't go back for the unhook. At least not earlier. Nothing to suggest that the Jill is here. Looks like one is dead on hook. And other one's not going to be too long after. There's the third dead. And hatch should spawn soon. I have zero inclinations to where this Jill is, but honestly, that's about that. Yo, GG, Susapalooza. Sorry that you died on your first hook there. Honestly, I thought that with the amount of distance that they had, they would have gone for the unhook a lot sooner than they did. Or, I'm not even sure if they really attempted at the end of the day. Like, I saw LD, and I saw Jill. I was kind of boxing them out. But I had no clue where the Felix was, for example. But appreciate stopping by, saying hi nonetheless. Would love to have you here as part of Guilty Ones if you are interested. Oh, Jill continued. I didn't see any scratch marks to show the continuation. Yeah, I feel that, man. Trust me when I say I totally understand. At the end of the day, it does happen from time to time, but either way, GG, well played to these survivors. They started attempting it when there was like 10 seconds left, yeah. That's pretty much it. But either ways, GG, well played to the survivors, and that'll be another win for the Huntress. Good luck, have fun in your next matches as well. I'll stop on by and also drop a follow. Always here to support others. And actually, I think I've already played against you before. Actually, I already have you followed, which would indicate that I've already played against you once or twice in the fog. Okay, I was about to say, like, the name seemed familiar when I gave the shout out initially. I'm like, I feel like we have, but I can't always say for certain. I see too many names. On Blight 2 times? Ah, fair enough. So that was within the last 30 days when I was really cranking out some Blight gameplay. And now we're on to Huntress, where I'm trying to focus in on her and getting her better. But I've dropped a lurk over by your channel. Like I said, always here to support other Dead by Daylight streamers. But good luck, have fun in your next matches, and hope everything goes well for you. Anytime, anytime. Always here to support others. That being said, let's jump into our next match, shall we? I thought for a second that Lori is going to be Psycho Mantis. Sounds like, ooh, gonna go Mori Psycho. Hey, thank you much for the follow, Susapalooza. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome to the Guilty Ones, my friend. So, biggest things I still need to work on of Huntress is those long-range hatchets and predicting movement from a distance. Other than that, we pretty much have her down pat for vaults and for pallets as we're in chase, but you still struggle in some regards on certain maps. Mainly on how to play her around tighter loops. Tighter loops are definitely my weakest spot with Huntress. I love to be good at Huntress, but console? I mean, console can still be good of Huntress. It definitely takes a lot more time and patience. So I play on console. Is any hope for me to get better with Nurse? Nurse, yes, you definitely can. Is she better on PC? Absolutely, because you have more of an ability to kind of, vary your movement and flick. But you can still be a very good console Nurse. I know of many who are. So I would definitely say 110%. 110%. All right. And just want to double check if there's anything that you take care of on Discord. Doesn't look like there's anything horribly pressing, which is good news. Oh yeah, Nurse is a lot of fun, but she has a very high skill ceiling and a very steep learning curve. So don't feel dissuaded by losing matches. Just keep on at it bit by bit. And overall, take your time. It's not as bad. Would I say Nurse is better on PC? Yes. Do I think that she's impossible to play on console? Absolutely not. I'll be honest. A lot of people do think it's like night and day, but it's not. It just is going to take a little bit longer for you to get the patterns down. Yeah, what's up, HD? How you doing? Welcome back, my friend. And I do remember you, indeed. But we are on Yamaoka. Let's see. Blight, Oni... I'd say Blight, Oni, Huntress, and Deathslinger are much better on PC. You just have a lot more controllability. You don't have this killer? This is Huntress. I think Huntress is a default killer, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure she comes with the game. I hear him on a chest. There's the Megan. Perfect. There we go. Cannot aim with a joystick, so I'd simply never play any killer on console. That's fair. That's fair, Catalyst. I can definitely understand that. Barbecue and chili time. Think a little bit to the left. A little bit to the left and maybe a bit short on the throw. Hello, Lori. Let's get you down. Check if Lori's back on the gen. She is not, so let's go for the hook. Let's hook her. Let's reload and figure out where everyone's at. We see 1, 2, 3. We can definitely take our time here. Lori was over here on this side. Don't know if she still is, however. I'm not... Oh, there's Meg. That's perfect timing. Hi, Megan. I was going to M1 her since she's on that tight loop. We don't want to use our hatchet there. There's console dead hard. It's been 45 seconds since we last hooked, so no DS on her. Good stuff. There's the hook on Fang Min. We see them healing. A little bit over the Bill's head. BT on Fang Min. He's gonna try and run a tight loop. He's gonna run the shack. Good vault there. And I'm gonna keep on Bill, I think. A little bit too close to the vault. That's one thing that I really do feel annoyed with Huntress playing her at times. There we go. Let's get you on hook, Bill. Yeah, the only thing that I truly get annoyed about with Huntress when playing her is when I go for a throw, but I'm too close to an object. Like, that same issue doesn't apply to people like... Okay, I might be getting a little bit better with Huntress. I am able to hit those barbecue hits now, which is pretty nasty. Oh, that's good stuff. That's good stuff right there. We're getting there slowly but surely with Huntress. I'm definitely not as good as I could be. I'll be real. I definitely could be getting better. But maybe... So, I do have this issue with myself. I don't know what it is. I do have this issue where I tend to undervalue how good I am at certain things. A good example of that, I would argue, would be Pyramid Head. Like, I didn't think I was that good of a Pyramid Head until I started practicing him on comp. And then I realized, oh, I'm actually good at Pyramid Head. What the hell is this? Maybe that's the same thing of Huntress. Maybe I am better at Huntress than I think I am. And I'm just still... haven't mastered her yet, but I'm still getting there. Still too close. Too close and too low. Like, those type of things there, I feel like I could get better. Like, there's still things that I feel like I could get better at in comparison or stuff like that. There we go. Being a bit more patient. You're a lot better than I think. Maybe you're right. Like, I just feel like there's always, for me, in my entire life, there's always these thoughts that I could be better. And maybe it's just me not being confident enough in my abilities. In all honesty. Could just be that. Let's hold on. Now do it. Too far. Too far. Yeah, too far, too high. I could have probably aimed it a bit lower. I bet. There's Bill. Good vault. Flashlight tech attempt. There we go. Yeah, that's one of the biggest things I'd say is that I feel like I'm definitely better than the average player for most killers, simply because... Hold on a second. No, they're in the building, aren't they? That's right. Better than most players, given the fact that I play every single killer. There isn't a single killer that I don't think that I can at least play through an entire match, in potentially 4K. Against a really good team, probably not, but for the most part. Let's see, they went over this way, right? Yep, crows come back in 20 seconds. Scratch marks from the lorry, good stuff. Mind game the window. Will she drop pallet? No, she screamed me pretty hard to the pallet though. I couldn't see where she was, so I assumed that she was going to be around the corner. There's a hit. And where's Lori at? Lori went off to the left. Over here, drop pallet. Alright, we'll just M1 swing. Good, dead hard. He's holding her ground pretty well. Don't think she makes it that time, though. I've been trying out a lot of killers I haven't given the light of day, and wow, I'm bad at Ghostface. Ghostface is a bit nuanced. A lot of people, in my opinion, overvalue Ghostface's markability, when realistically speaking, their main focus is being a stealth-based killer. In my honest opinion. Yeah, that was a bad idea for me to use my hatchet there. I should have just went for the M1. Like, if you ever watch me play Ghostface, I never play him to mark people down. I play him strictly, as a stealth-based M1 115. That's the only thing I ever do with him. You have never escaped the Ghostface? Really? Ghostface can be difficult to play around sometimes, no doubt. Alright, they're on the gen on the left. Can I get this shot? There's no way, right? No, there's no way. Should I even attempt it? Let's attempt it. Yeah, I didn't think there would be. Like, we might as well take the shot, right? Yeah, what's up, Brad? How you doing? How you doing? Hopefully doing well. Too high. Good, like, good idea, but I don't think I'd be able to get the right angle, is the problem. Too close. Hi, Billboy. What's the game plan now? Alright, let's reload first. I have a dirty habit of not reloading before I pick up and hook. I really should. That if I see them on a gen where I think I can snipe them, then I can go for it. I'm happy to hear that you're doing well, Brad. Happy to hear. Alright, let's hook. Two of them on that one gen. Let's go for the gen then. Too far to the right. Well, M1, since we're in M1 range. You could probably M2'd it into an M2, but I only have 2 hatchets left. So I want to be wary of that. Let's down you, reload. And let's put you up onto a hook. And so we can find Lori off of the barbecue and chili. I want to take her at least a little bit farther away from where I think Lori went. That way I can actually see her unless she goes into a locker, which if she goes into a locker, then we have Iron Maiden. So that's good news. So either a locker or within 40 meters. Hard to say which. If it's a locker, we'll know. Alright, might as well pop this. This will be another win, at the very least. No sign. Oh no, there's Lori. Too low. I think I had the right idea, probably the right angle, but I didn't throw it high up enough. So that's my fault on that. No. Maybe I could have. I wasn't sure she's gonna go. Not confident enough on those long range throws. And they're not sitting still. Need to be a little bit more confident. Oh, Lori, my girl. Where are you going? A little too far to the left. There's the hit. And the down. Alright, not bad. Not bad. That match definitely felt good. We got some pretty good hits overall. Still felt weak in certain situations, but for the most part, felt like a really good Huntress match. With that being said, that'll be another 4K for the Huntress. And a GG well played to these survivors. Not bad at all. All right. And it's not like they were like green rank either. They knew what they were doing. At least red and a purple, so not bad there. Well, that being said, let's jump into our next match. And throw on another sacrificial cake. I think I've undermined my survivor, to be honest. I got a 5-gen chase earlier. I'm really happy with it. That's awesome, Tweak. That does sound like a lot of fun. Yeah, the biggest thing about being a survivor, Snooty Booper, is you always have to be looking around, right? If you're on a gen, you need to figure out where the killer could come from. And have a good line of sight on all of those angles and look back and forth between them. Yo, GG's Runaway Orphan. GG's, my friend. I appreciate you stopping by saying hi. Would love to have you here as part of Guilty Ones if you are interested. I am Mark, aka Guiltspire. I'm an educational Dead by Daylight player, here to teach Coast how to play Killer and survivors how to play against Killer. I hope you're having a great day. Right now, we're focusing in on our Huntress today. Gens are out in the boom versus a ghost face makes me really paranoid. Yeah, that, I can understand that. You wanna, if you know it's a ghost face, which you'll know after, like, the first or second chase, give or take, you'll be able to kind of plan around that and try and limit the amount of angles that the ghost face could come from and could potentially stalk you from. And so you do need to be careful and mindful of that, while also not being too skittish, of course. So there is a balance to be struck, to say the least. All right. Well, that being said, right now we're on a 5-win streak of the Huntress. I would love to get her to at least a 10-win streak, because right now our best of is 9. After that, I'd love to go probably... You know what? Let's try and get all of those who have not reached 10 to 10. So let's focus in on Huntress for now. See, Ghostface are terrifying, but they're also the meaniest killer. It's true, it's true. You're not wrong on that. And Brett, thank you much for the lurk. I appreciate ya. Here, let's take a look around. Oh, we see them over here. A little bit low, a little bit early. Yeah, try to cut that corner a little bit too tight, I would argue. Do they have dead hearts? Next question. Really? There we go. We'll get her down. Unfortunately, we have no hatchets to work with off the barbecue and chili, so let's take a look at where they're at. We see 1, 2, 3. Let's go for the 2-person gen, get them off the gen first. Yeah, Calm Spirit 100% on the Meg there. Thankfully that chase wasn't too long, so we'll get them off this gen, no problem. Let's go and reload and shack. Alright, there is the Jane, it looks like. We'll get the hit. That is really what matters here. Will that smash hit, maybe? I hear Jane going up to platform. One person on the gen to my right, one person at the hook, so we know everyone's off of gens. And I lost track of Jane. Did she go into a locker? Yep. That's a big ol' yep right there. So let's put you onto a hook and get some more barbecue and chili info. Yeah, all of a sudden her moans of pain disappeared. That told me that she went into a locker really quick. We see one person to the left there, one person to the right. Let's go for it. Maybe a little bit to the left, but at least it spooked them enough to get them to miss a skill check. So that's 8 seconds off of that generator. There's 2 people here, though, I do want to mention. Not just one. They're up on Pale Rose. I see Meg. Let's go for you. You have a pallet? You do. She's smart enough not to throw, though. And with this tight loop, I'm just going to have to force her to drop pallet. I can't really do much else here. Let's make sure we M1 her. Let's vault. Cut off a bit of distance. And she's going to go back up. This chase is taking a bit long, however. It's not a horrible fan of that fact. I was really hoping that she would take the bait there. Or bloodlusted now. Really? She refuses to drop. There it is. Good stuff. We're gonna lose this few gens, I think, here. No doubt about that in my mind. Well, let's get you off of that gen. I think playing the Pale Rose is a mistake right now. I think we need to figure out what gens they're on. So we know there's one gen there. Because we got our value off of Pale Rose by breaking that pallet. Looks like Kate's over here. We only have one hatchet, however, and one gen has been done, but at least we did interrupt another gen. Alright, she's going to go for a pallet. She vaulted immediately. That was a mistake. There's the dead hard. She doesn't get back to the pallet. So we'll get her down. Let's hook her over by the gen on the left. See if we can interrupt that in time. No, we could not. So let's reload up here. We see someone go underneath the platform. We hear them underneath the platform still. Looks like they're on Pale Rose. Trying to get a good angle on the hook and Pale Rose together. Close. Close, but no cigar. A little bit too far to the right on the tree. Like that, those are the little things that I'm talking about where I still have a lot of work to do, one could argue. But we get Meg down, so that's good at least. We still have some hatchets, 2 in hand. Let's figure out where they are. They could be going for that gen that Kate was on earlier. I wouldn't be surprised. That's 1, 2. We don't know where number 3 is, though. Let's check small boat. Ruin's gone. Okay. They found Ruin. Let's go over if Pop to this gen, then. A little bit too high, I think. A good idea. I think I just put a little bit too much oomph behind it. Just a little bit. And those are the little things that I feel like I need to tweak here and there and get better. And let's pop that out of existence. No one's here. What about Pale Rose? There's Meg again. Well, I'm sorry to say, Meg, but you put yourself in my crosshairs, and getting you out of the game early is not a bad idea. Probably could have readied up a hatchet there and try and go on for her. She'll go for the vault. She's not bad at what she does. But I need to get more of a hit on her. I'm not able to connect. Good stuff. I need to aim. So I think one thing that I'm messing up on is that I need to aim more centered than I do. We're gonna have to drop Mag. And go for Jane instead. There's the vault. We vault with her. Is this Meg or is this Jane? This is Jane. Perfect. I'm out of hatchets now. Yeah, probably should have gone for the M1, given that I only have 1 hatchet left in all reality. So, question is, do I give up chase after the M1? Or do I continue on to her? Well, continue on. Good spin. Also a little bit laggy, I won't lie. I'm just Lily DVD, strongest killer. She can take 1 hatchet out of a locker and turn it into 5. You know, just a little bit of the entity's magic, no big deal. I think we lose this match. We'd have to kill off both Jane as well as Meg, I think, in order to reclaim. But 2 gens are currently worked on, no hatchets. We need to take our time to reload. Or we're definitely in a bit of trouble. Let's pop this one first. Then let's go to small boat. Can we get a hit on small boat? A little bit too high. Too high and centered. Yo, what's up, Delonco? How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. What have you been up to today, if anything much? Is this Meg again? Meg seemingly always goes for these tight loops. that are impossible for me as a huntress to play around. She is. I mean, this is what you need to do against the huntress, and I don't know what the game plan needs to be in these scenarios. And she faked out the vault? Okay, we predicted her movement. Oh my word. We had the right idea. Just caught that small little corner. They're right on point with where we needed to be. And we're out of hatchets now. She has Dead Hard, right? No, she doesn't. Adrenaline? Yep, there it is. Brilliant timing, by the way. Getting her down like a minute sooner would have ended, or a second sooner would have been perfectly fine. She has a pallet. She is not insta-drop. She plays that smart. And then she doesn't. Okay, so what can we do here? We could leave her slug because she's on Death Hook. And play around her. Let's leave her on the ground and see what happens here if they go back for the Meg. There's Kate. She wants to take my attention away from the Thing Min. Yeah. The survivors who feel confident around Huntress is the ones that I really do suffer around. The question is, will Jane go back for the Meg? We saw where Kate and Feng Min are. There's Meg. And no Jane, so... Well, someone already left, so we lost our battle on the altruism play, so killing her off is probably the best play. We'll end up losing our win streak on the Huntress, but that's okay. Still shows that I have a lot to learn, where I'm missing some shots that I probably could have gotten otherwise. And it's not like we don't have a good sense of how to use her ability. It's more or less that we're still working slowly but surely on mastering it and refining it further. But GG, well played to these survivors. All right, well, on to the next one, shall we? Throw another sacrificial cake. And see what match we get. Alright, let's ready up. And Got Loops. Let's give a shout out. Got Loops underscore TTV. Let's see if that's the full thing. No. So, Got Loops. Let's just try it with the underscore this time. No. All right, let's do it once more with just Got Loops, no underscore. Verdict is, there we go. And this is what I mean, by the way, of making sure that your name, if it is your Twitch tag, is clear enough. If it isn't, then that's what happens. But it does appear that they are live, so if you guys are interested in seeing the Jonathan's perspective, please feel free to jump over there now. Please, though, if you do not mention that we are their TTV killer. That way they do not think that we're either A, stream sniping, or B, trying to self-promote in their channel. Would be much appreciated, as of course they will figure that out at the end of the match, whether they survive or die. Let's see what offerings they brought. They're bringing us to Leary's. Will I still be live in 5 minutes? Yes, Baker, I will. 5 hours, probably not tonight. Had a bit of a long day, so we're gonna go for 4 hours today instead of 8. 4 is the minimum, 8's the max, so I probably will not be here 6 hours in, unfortunately. Feeling a bit tuckered out. Hey, GG's, Lavish, GG's. Appreciate you stopping by saying hi. Very happy to have you here. I know, Baker. I'll be live again tomorrow. Fingers crossed that tomorrow will be an 8-hour stream, but I am going to the dentist. Part of the reason why I also do need to jump off early, because I have a 12 p.m. dentist appointment. And we'll see how my mouth feels tomorrow after the dentist to see whether or not I will be streaming the full 8 hours or just 4 for that matter. Good, I have to get up early, but want to watch, and I can't help but stay up late to watch. Well, I do appreciate ya, Delonco. And Lavish, thank you much for the follow. Welcome to the Guilty Ones, my friend. Very happy to have you here. If you are interested, we do have a community Discord and YouTube channel, as well as some additional social media if you want to check those out on the link right there with the link tree. But... so I think my meter for me feeling comfortable with a killer is 10 wins in a row. We get 10 wins in a row of Huntress. We're going to move on to Billy next, I think, and go from there. Now, this map is going to be freaking a nightmare for us, though, I will say. This map is definitely not easy for Huntress. And we'll spin the wheel after this match. Sounds like a plan to me. I feel like I heard someone. Maybe not, though. Yeah, Leary's Huntress. Always a good time. Scratch marks. Ruin. Looks like they're over here. And where are we going, Claudia girl? You have a pallet coming up? You do. You drop it, you don't. Tight loop. You'll get the hit. We also see 2 other survivors here as well. Keep that in mind for later. Just a little bit low there. Just a little bit low. I was trying to see if I could throw over that planter. I think I need more distance in order to do so, to kind of arch it, more or less. Alright, we'll get the M1 hit on her. There's the dead heart. Oh, rough times. And we're not going to be able to do any cross-map hits this match. That is for sure. You do want to go over where we saw, I believe, both Bill and Nia earlier? There was a gen nearby. Barbecue and chili shows me... okay, 1, 2, and 3 on 1 gen. That's a bit rough. They're going for middle. Looks like they don't fully commit. That's good news for me. Now, Nia's going to try and go back to it, I bet. Yep, that's exactly it. Tight loop again. Alright, let's reload. Take our time here. All we really need to do is keep that gen regress and we're golden. There's Jonathan. Oh, it looked like the scratch marks went upstairs. They didn't. Scratch marks again from Nia. Jonathan will probably end up coming back again once Nia mentions that we're on her. Yep, there's scratch marks going back in. Honestly, wasting their time here is a good move for us. Scratch marks again. Going from right to left. There's Nia. 8 seconds off of that gen. And a vault by Nia. Let's go for the generator. There's Bill. 1 person gen. Probably could have wound that up a little bit early. You got that hit. Pallet's down early. Way too early, though. There's no reason to drop that, I don't think. You had distance on me to work with. I know you don't have dead heart since I'm one you down. They're going to get middle gen, but that's fine. I'll trade the gen for a down. That's equivalent exchange for me in this case. There's Ruin. That's unfortunate, but not that in the world. We see what looks to be 2 people on that 1 gen again. Potentially 3. Let's go back for it, see if we can get a pop on. The windy hallways of this map are atrocious, I swear. Looks like Ruin did enough of its job that we can get a pop on. Free Hatch and Sand. We don't need to reload yet. There's Nia. Let's go for Nia then. Yeah, a little bit too far to the left she was at. Did she double back on me? She did. She went through here, though. Let's reload. We're gonna ignore her for a second. She's on this tile. There's Neil. Let's M1 her on this tight loop. Try and get her off of it. There's something blocking that throw. That's awful. We want to make sure we loop her this way so she's looping away from the window, not towards. There is what looked to be a Jonathan. There we go. Just need to thread the needle there. Alright, let's hook you. And then pressure this gen. Let's pop it. Get that regressing. Go for Jonathan now. What's the game plan, Jonathan, me boy? That gen's pretty well regressed. We'll go for the unhook. And how do we want to play this? A little bit late on that throw. I was going to say he's boxed in, he's not. Let's reload. Jen's still regressing. No scratch marks. We're going to force an unsafe unhook here. I think that's my play. There's the unhook. There's Jonathan, who just gen tapped. Heal vault again. Go to the left this time. Yeah, he just leaves that tile immediately. Try to catch him on the back of that. Good the hit. You can't vault out a third time. And there we go. I was playing Savara when my friends started playing the chase music down his microphone. Scared me so much. I can imagine, I can imagine. That'd be a wee bit terrifying. Barbecue usually shows me what? You see scratch marks there. And then two people over there. Let's pop the gen. Where does scratch marks go, though? Let's reload. There's Bill. Too close to that object. I think I could have thrown through the object that he was behind, but still. Life pulls me too far away. Let's go back for the unhook. Yeah, I was figuring that they're going to try and bait me on that, but they did not. They've lost Bill. Nope, there he is. Perfect. No exhaustion perk now. Let's get the hit, and then follow it up. Excellent. Let's put you on a hook now. Yeah, that is usually the case with hitboxes as a whole. It's not just a DVD issue. That is just a game issue, unfortunately, where that tends to be the case. One person on a gen, one person 40 meters, one person over there. Let's go for the gen. Pop it real quick, as most gens that are in this area have been fully regressed. And let's pop it. Good news is it's one person gen 2. At the end of the day, sometimes not a bad idea, especially when it seems like a pretty decent team. Only reason why we're actually winning this is because they've overcommitted to specific gens. We're able to work around that pretty well. Look at the hit. He goes back for the pallet. And we'll get the down. We need to go back for that one person gen and pop it again, I bet. Let's put him on middle. Yep, I was right about that one person gen. We took 20 seconds off it earlier. It wasn't horribly close to getting finished. They got it though. Shoot. That is problematic. We have 2 gens left. I think I need to kill someone. And I'm going to say, since Quentin's still injured, he's going to be my target. He will be my target today. Sorry to say, buddy, but I'm kind of aiming to win this. And with you guys being on 2 gens left, it means someone has to die. I probably could have held that. Shoot. That's mildly problematic. Close. A little bit too far to the right. Shoot. I actually lost where he was. The scratch marks kind of faded out in a strange way. I don't know where he fully went. Now in chase with Mia. Yeah, we can throw over that as we take a step back. Too close. We'll hit through. She'll drop pallet. There's the gen. Like I said, I need to kill someone. Too close and to the right. He had the right idea. Iron Maiden. So that's why the scratch marks faded so strangely. He went into a locker. I should have realized that, but I got distracted by the Nia. Let's check these gens. Nothing there. Let's check this gen. Probably could have thrown and hit him. A little bit too low. I think I could have actually thrown through the planter. Probably could have gotten that hit too. 3 people left. There's multiple other people still on death hook, actually. I think it might be Bill and Nia. I think Claude might have more hook states in her. Sprint burst? No, that's sprint burst life, right? There's that on Bill. And he might have a Volt coming up. Surprised he didn't take it. Let's get him down. Get him on a hook. Here's someone behind me. Here's Claudette. Is chasing her a good idea, though? No. I think what we need to do is we go back to this gen and check it. 8 seconds off the gen. Perfect. That's exactly what we need to see. Pop it. And chase after Nia. And Claude and Nia both have 2 hook states left on them. Based on number of hook states left. She's pretty far out, though. Check the gens over here. There's Claude. I hear her over here. Close. She'll jump down. You have no more hatchets, though. So we'll get an injure. See where she goes. That's a mistake. She just lost a ton of momentum and a ton of distance to work with, too. So we just chase her down for the M1. That's all we need to do here. Dead hard. She did a bit late. That's fine, though. We'll grab her. Then let's hook her. Trying to figure out where. I guess over here in middle would be a bad idea. Check the gen. Probably green chili shows me nothing. And let's go for this gen over here now. dead in the water. Let's reload. And let's check these 2 gens once more. Let's pop this gen. Has a bit more progress. And I don't really have a reason to immediately leave this area. Scratch marks going where? Going this way. To the unhook.
Whoa!
Close on that idea. Claw's now dead. Look at the hit. And hatch. Alright. Well, that will prove to be that. Let's see if Nia has adrenaline. Probably could have gone for her, theoretically, and tried to get the down in meanwhile, but oh well. We can track her scratch marks now. Scratch marks go this way. They're going over towards this exit gate. But then they stop abruptly. Blood. Going into the library. More blood. There she is. Ooh, I thought she was going to go for the vault. She did not. She did not go for the pallet, which is surprising. I think the pallet would have been the right move. Yeah, all she needs to do is hold herself there on the edge, and she's fine. Yeah, like, type loops like this, I just don't know how to play this. Like, how do I mind game this appropriately? Yeah, like, I can't really mind game that there, or just force the pallet. Like, what do I do here? There we go. I guess that's also an option, is we get them to greed, we can catch up on distance, then hit them at the pallet. That's an option. But yeah, most of the time I don't know what the right move is in those type of situations. But with that being said, that will be a win for the Huntress. And we're slowly but surely getting back into the groove of things. Lyri's Huntress is difficult though, for sure. It feels very, you feel very encumbered, not being able to really have these long lines of sight where you can throw a hatchet down. Like, there are some sneaky ones here and there, but for the most part, it's not great. But GG, well played to these survivors. And with that being said, let's also give a quick go say hi and a GG well played to Got Loops. After their ad is over. Alright, let's re-up again. And that there was another 4K for the Huntress. Good stuff. Oh, actually, before we do that, we want to spin the wheel killer. Right. So let's spin the wheel, and we landed on the Death Slinger. Do we want to re-roll Death Slinger, or you guys want to spin the wheel once more? Right up in the meanwhile. Looks like we're gonna re-roll, so instead of Slinger, we're going to end up with the Plague. I've heard a lot of people mention Nemesis Terrius. Is there anything special about it? Not to my knowledge, no. I don't believe there is. I could stand corrected, but I don't believe there's anything special about his tear radius, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, let's fix up our build real quick. We're gonna use Disco and Thana. And we have a cake. We do not have a cake. And while we're loaded in, let's go say hi to Got Loops. Drop them a GG well played.
Good game,
I hope
dude. Good
that
game.
you
Good game,
have
Ghost
a
Fire. Good game.
great night slash stream. Good to see you again in the fall.
I hope that you have a great night stream. You as well, Giltspire. You as well.
No worries, no worries.
Good to see you too. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'll leave alert, and that will be that. Alright. Yeah, so to my knowledge, there's nothing about Nemesis Terror Radius. I could be mistaken though. Are we going to Crotus Pen? Yeah, we're going to Crotus Pen. Rough. And hatch spawns at Killer Shack. Let's keep that in mind, whether it be Follow Camples or Disturbed Ward. Moments like this are where Corrupt Intervention is going to be worthwhile. I think it's just quieter than most at 32 meters, but that's about it. Maybe. If that's the case, I haven't really noticed, but then again, I haven't played against too many Nemesises to notice that, I suppose. I played a lot as Nemesis, but not against Nemesis. So I guess I wouldn't really be able to tell one way or another, to be honest with you. And fingers crossed for Father Campbell's, but we'll see what happens. So we're using Disco, Ruin Pop, and Thana for our slowdown. And ideally we can make this work. We're going to want to use our power as much as possible. That way it forces them into some uncomfortable positions. Though it really depends on how the survivors play. Are they going to go for the full cleanse? Are they going to do a 1 or 2 cleanse here and there? You know, if we see them going for the full cleanse, then we're going to probably want to grab our pools pretty quickly. If they're just doing 1 or 2, then we can probably take our time and really force them into some awkward situations where if they reinfect themselves, then cleanse again, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. Always keeping them on their toes. Right now, Plague is on a 0 win streak, so we can try and get her another win underneath her belt. And let's see. Verdict is a 500 error code, I'm gonna guess. Yep. Alright then. So someone DC'd during loading. That's a wee bit frustrating, but thankfully our killer queues are pretty freaking short, so not too much of a worry, all things considered. Could be a whole lot worse, that is for sure. Let's ready up again. And looks like we have a bit of a flashlight squad. Yeah, I'm playing Survivor, and the queues are a bit rough. Yeah, if you're US right now, like in the region US, they're going to be a bit late. Why did I leave? I didn't leave, Lucifer. It was a 500 error code. What that means is that someone left during loading, and I received a 500 error code, so I did not leave. I'm your killer. I was your to-be killer. Someone else did, however. But nonetheless, Lucifer, I do appreciate stopping by saying hi. Would love to have you as part of Guilty Ones. Hopefully you're having a great day. Alright. Let's hope that no DCs this time around. Fingers crossed, of course. And taking a bit of time to load in again. Of course, we did see some console survivors, so it usually does tend to be the case. I'm not a Plague main, actually, Lucifer. Though I do play every single killer since I'm an educational Dead by Daylight player. So I play pretty much everyone through and through. I don't have a main, but I definitely have a lot of killers I enjoy playing at the very least. And yo, what's up, Arctic? How you doing? Hopefully doing well. We are on Rotten Fields. Not that great. You're a Legion main? Legion's a lot of fun. Very difficult, though, against a good team. That's the only issue. Alright, there is Disco. We got Fangmin infected. It's a very laggy Fangmin, though. Like, when I mean very laggy, holy hell is she laggy. Jesus Christ. What is wrong with that Fangmin? I literally am having a hard time tracking her. I have a day when I have my chat choose killer. Ah, fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, so I actually have a channel point award where you can choose killer. But otherwise, we have it set to where I get to pick the killer for the most part. Otherwise, we have the wheel of killer. We also have where you can choose my killer. Not a moth there, Fangmin. Sorry to tell you. Indeed, indeed, it is the Vommy Mommy. Scratch marks. There's Dwight. Hopefully, they're a little bit less laggy in comparison to the Fangmin. There's the unhook. There's a dead heart. There's the down. Good stuff. Let's pick you up now. Van is going to be adding 8 seconds to every gen as we speak. I hear Dwight still. He's not fully infected, mind you. But I'll injure him here. Honestly, he could have dropped the pallet, gone for the unhook, theoretically. It looks like he has Lucky Break. That's... Yeah, he has Lucky Break. If it literally were not for the fact that I could hear him, I would not have known that he was still there. There's the cleanse. That's a mistake. Now let's put you back up on hook. Good attempt. I appreciate that. They cleansed. I don't know why they're cleansing so close to me, though. That is not a good idea. That is a recipe for disaster. They're cleansing too much now. There's Dwight. Good job there, Tweet Boy. Let's find out if you have DS. Is a weirdly popular killer. Really? I don't really think that Legion is usually that popular, to be honest with you. Like, when I think of popular killer, Legion is not the one who comes to mind. I'm gonna go for the pickup. Like hell I am. Go for it now. Dwight, that's not gonna work the way you wanted to. I'm sorry to say. It just isn't. And we saw a disco over here. Let's infect this. Get Ruin going. Sometimes really hard to see through the corn. Let's grab our infection. Or our pool of devotion, rather. And let's go for Dwight. Let's track the scratch marks. There's Tweet Boy. Got a good amount of distance there. Goes up on hill. There's one hit. There's the dead hard. Double hit there. There's the down on Dwight. Yeah, this is why you need to be really, really careful about cleansing against Plague. It can be disastrous, to say the least. Alright, let's go for Dwight Boy. Not a moth, I'm sorry to tell you. Still not a moth, as much as you might want me to be. Right now, Thana's doing amazing work. I'm very happy to have replaced, whatchamacallit, Corrupted Thana in this instance. At least for this match. Are you done, Dwight? I'm gonna infect it first before I break it. And I imagine that you're trying to bait out a DS there, so I'm not gonna play that game. Get you down. A little bit short there. Probably could have aimed it a bit higher, arguably. Would have definitely helped out. So let's put you up on hook. And go back for the Dwight on the ground over here. There is both Dweets. Now let's put you on a hook, Dwight. Now that I can almost guarantee you don't have a DS. Ready next match? Sounds like a plan. Can do. The other Dwight probably did not go that far away. Oh no, there's scratch marks. Let's grab this. Oh, Dwight boy, where you heading off to? There he is, over here, vomiting. Going out to the outskirts. Not really a great plan, to be honest with you. Let's put you on hook now. Now, Feng Min, if she goes for the unhook, will also get infected. There's the infection on the Feng Min. Perfect. Will they go for the cleanse on the hill? Let's find out. They do not. Smart. They went for the cleanse over here, though. Not so smart. Let's take the Pool of Devotion. I know you're still back here, Dwight. The question is where? There you are. Tips for my... Hold on 1 second. Try not to lose this Dwight. Blocker. Tips for playing Plague. Figuring out what type of survivors that you're playing against. Whether you're playing against survivors who try and force a cleanse, a mass cleanse, basically, means that you don't have, you know, basically if they get all 6 of your pools, then they force the power on you. And seeing if they're that type of survivor group, or if they are the type of survivor group to cleanse one at a time. Hey, GG's, Marvin. GG's. I appreciate you stopping by and saying hi. Would love to have you here as part of Guilty Ones if you are interested. I am Mark, aka Guild Spire. I'm an educational Dead by Daylight player, here to teach kills how to play Killer and survivors how to play against Killer. Very happy to have you here. But making sure that you're knowledgeable on where your pools are. That way, for example, I know that when they cleansed, I looked around and I knew that that pool there is where they cleansed. So now I can go back over here and use that info to try and find the survivors. I did say the line, you are right. Let's just check the locker just in case. Well, in that case, looks like these two are going to be a little bit immersed, which is less than ideal. I was hoping that we could find at least one of them, try and end this quickly. Let's start infecting the generators. They're over here. Rune just went off. Perfect. Scratch marks. Going where? Going further out into this tile. There's Dwight. Looks like Feng Min ended up on the gem. Let's infect you. Go for it. And how you want to play this, Dwight? I can just kind of go back and forth, and you'll eventually get broken. Perfect. Does he insta-drop? He does not. Does he have Dead Hard? He might. Yep, there's the Dead Hard. And the down on the Dweet. No footsteps, it's just the Feng Min, who was over here on this gen, since she did get infected. And at this point, hatch shall spawn. But yeah, it's pretty much making sure that they don't force a cleanse on you, unless you don't care. Like, there are certain times where you really don't, but for the most part, you want to ensure that they are not able to cleanse 6 times without you grabbing a pool of devotion. That way, they're always kind of having to run from one side of the map to the other to cleanse. Rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. That way, they spend time off of gens, and if you have Ruin up, then you're in a really good spot. If you know survivors have Dead Hard and are injured, then you can also fully charge your power, and if you spray, they'll Dead Hard through it, but that's okay. Also, I completely did not... What the hell? I have zero explanation for that. She is just so laggy. But yeah, the biggest thing is hold for the Dead Hard, and they can't avoid the full charge, which is a big thing to keep in mind. A lot of plagues do forget about that. Rundyne Surveillance. So Ruin Undying Surveillance is not bad, but if your Ruin and Undying go out, it means that you're realistically speaking not just down 2 perks, but really 3 perks, because at that point, then Surveillance is kind of useless too. That's my only reason why I don't necessarily like that, but it's not a bad build if your Ruin stays up. But GG, well played to these survivors. Alright, alright. Not bad at all. Another win for the Plague. That's a 4K. My friend Fang also said GG. GG's to your friend as well. Out of curiosity, what region do they play in? Because they were lagging up a storm. Like, I'm not sure if you saw that end there where they vaulted the same thing like 3 times before going over. It was like that way the entire match for me. Alright, it is Fredboy time. This is our go-to build on Fredboy. 2 flashlights, 1 toolbox, 1 medkit. Not bad at all. And let's ready on up. David and Claudia would be appreciated. What win streak is Fredboy on? Fredboy is on a 4 win streak, so this will be for win number 5. Sounds good to me. And what offerings have they brought? Blood points. Secret blood points. So secret offerings probably a Shroud of Binding, and they'll spawn together. Could prove to be problematic since I do not have Corrupt Intervention, however. I also heard breaking Survivors first so they don't get the speed boost is great. Yes. You always, if you can help it, and I probably should mention that because it seems obvious to me, but it's not obvious to everyone else. You always break them first and then hit them. There are some exceptions where you still want to M1 them. Let's say they're on a vault and already infected. You don't have enough time to charge up and infect them more. In that case, you can hit them with an M1. Let's say a Thana, for example. At least that way it's adding 4 seconds to every generator. But for the most part, if they're out in the open, infect them fully, then down them. Rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. That way, you can pretty much ensure that they don't get a speed boost off of the hit from the momentum from the hit. That is usually the game plan, in all honesty. Oh my god. And let's see what map we end up on. Yamaoka. Okay. Let's put a dream snare in front of our totem. Might not be a bad idea. Especially because of the positioning. It's a really bad one, too. Alright, let's clear this side first. It's very common for Zavaras to spawn on the same side as you in Yamaoka. Let's find out. Answer is yes. But it seems that they left early. There's the Fengmen. Sprint burst. They do have it. Good stuff. When you see a survivor walking away from you like that, always be wary of the sprint burst. Alright, she's going up to middle. There's a whole lot of nothing here. There should be one pallet. That's about it. There goes Ruin. Unfortunately, our Dream Snare did not give us any info due to the fact that they were not asleep yet. So a little bit unfortunate there for sure. Tinkerer to the right on Shrine. As long as it's one person, we get there in time for the pop. Let's still fake a teleport to ensure that they jump off. In fact, I'm actually going to commit. I was a little bit worried that the Tinkerer proc would not, that they would get the gen before the pop. There's Claudie. Let's get a hit on her. Gen is regressed by 20 seconds, and then for every 3 seconds by additional 1%. Alright, Claude, what's the game plan? You have a vault coming up. She takes it. She takes the drop down. Bounce landing. She has bounce landing. We'll have to keep that in mind. Pallet drop. Yeah, I went a bit too far out, arguably. Let's fake the teleport. In fact, actually, we don't even need to fake it. We'll commit to it. There's injured David. And then one other person here. They could try and go for a body block. We're not going to let them. You need dead hard for that. They get the flashlight. Smart of them for not using the pallet, to be fair. Let's transfer targets off of David. Go for Claude. She has a vault here. That's maze tile. Maze tiles are atrocious to play around, to be fair. Good fake. There's the hit. David gets his gem. Do you have a pallet coming up? No, not necessarily. Do you have dead hard? You do, but you did not use it well. No footsteps for the flashlight save. Good stuff. Crows come back, or move away over here. I want to say David's here. There's Claude. Yeah, it looked like a console dead hard. Alright, let's pressure the gem. 8 seconds off it. That's Feng Min with a sprint burst. Pallet, drop it. Break. Could have arguably looped them back around to ensure that we got her on the inside of that loop. Wouldn't have been a bad idea, theoretically. We'll get the hit. She'll go to an LT wall. Let's put a Dream Snare on the T wall. She did not vault the L. There's the vault. Let's grab her real quick. As long as one person on that one gen here, we're good. Yeah, no, it's a lot easier to understand if I do that than the alternative. That's exactly why I do it. Tinkerer, we're gonna walk, we're not gonna teleport. Flood. To the right. David. There's a Dead Hard. He does have Dead Hard. He didn't use it earlier. Why? That's surprising. Z-Wall. We'll get him down. Yeah, because not everyone knows that generators take 80 seconds to finish, right? Not everyone knows that a skill check regression is 10 seconds. So I say the percentage, then it's going to make a whole lot less sense in comparison. That's why I kind of focus in on doing that. Let's pop this by 20 seconds. You see one person go off to the right towards middle, one person go off to the left there, maybe trying to touch the gen. The person who went for the unhook, I think, was healthy. But sounds like she's not. There's the unhook on David. They're probably going to jump on that singular gen. Alright, let's down you. There's the Dead Hard. There's the Tinkerer, as was expected. We have roughly 8 seconds to get over there. Based on the distance to hook, I don't think I get there in time. Let's find out there's 2 people after all. In 3, 2, 1. Yep. One of them is injured, however. So let's walk in for that. Let's kill off the David. Good hit by, or good body block by Claude. Let's go for her now. Dead Hard for distance. Go for David now, since he's on Death Hook. And he's out of position in comparison. Going to middle, sure. You have a pallet. You do not. You have a Dead Hard. Back. Drop down. And down. Let's kill off David. I heard someone, the Thing Min, going for the flashlight save, but she did not get there in time. Let's pop the gen. And I see someone injured over to the right. That's Claudette. Let's go for her. Oh, he's not dead on hook. I thought he was. Not a great move in my opinion, but we want to recognize that Thing Min's also over here. Let's take our time for a second here. Scratch marks. There's Claudette. Perfect. Alright, let's go for her. She's on the LT wall. She'll vault the L. Let's push her into the T. Perfect timing. That's the mid vault. Down on the Claude. No flashlight save is possible here. Not a lot of progress on this gen, so we'll leave it be. Barbecue and Chili shows me 2 people there. Let's teleport barbecue. There's Fingman. Let's pop it first. And David's still injured. Let's follow these scratch marks. And where's David boy? Still following. Crow goes off. Shrine. Yo, what's up, Jacob? How you doing? How you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. Let's go up on Shrine. He saw what I was doing. Tried to double back. Dead Hard. No Dead Hard. Put a Dream Snare in case he has DS. No DS, so he is now dead. Let's then, if Claudette has not healed, go for Claudette. And she's still injured too. 2 people on that gen, go there. That person's not injured. Claudette goes to the right. Hello, Claudia girl. We'll leave that gen be. Maze tile. She'll probably go back to the vault. There it is. That was a dead hard, but we got her body blocked into the corner. Alright, let's hook her, then pop the Fingman's gen. She did not go far. And where are we going now, Thingman, my girl? Everyone at this point is on death hook, including the Thingman that I'm on. Both those survivors will probably heal and then go for the gen that Thingman was on prior. Down she goes. You won't give them enough distance. We have a teleport ability, so we're good in that regard. Let's hook and then teleport directly to that gen. 8 seconds off a middle gen, surprising. Barbecue and Chili shows me one person on that gen. Let's see where they go, to the right. So we'll meet them there after the fake teleport. She goes back to it since we faked it. Good. And then she doubled back again. Going where? Going over here. Hold on. I lost the trail. Interesting. Scratch marks just suddenly stopped. I have no idea where she went. Wasn't that unfortunate? Alright, well, at the very least, we'll bop the gen. We've already lost our pop since we committed to the chase. But regression's regression at this point in the game. Crows come back over there. She's at Shack. We found this Claude out as well. She'll vault. Nope. Was she in your screen for a split second? Maybe. It's a possibility, but it's hard to say. But either way, we found the Claude. So what we'll do is we're going to take her far away from where I think the other Claude is. And if I don't see Claude on barbecue, I have a general idea where she's going to be. She's healed. Perfect. Alright, Claude is the game plan. Okay, not on barbecue. I think she's in Shack. I think she's in Shack. In a locker. Scratch marks. Okay, she was. Scratch marks went back over here. Into the maze tile. No clue. What killer am I planning on playing next? Huntress again. We're trying to get better at Huntress. Trying to get her to a 10 win streak in a row if possible. Alright, well, the game's pretty much over, so if she escapes, we still get a win. But she has done a good job dodging me, to be honest. She had a dream snare on the T-wall. That's the only one that we left earlier. No, that wasn't T-wall. That was this one? I don't even remember. Oh, I know when I put that there. When someone dropped the pallet on me. I think it was one of the Claudes, actually. And there it is. But GG, well played to the survivors. Mordeo? Oh, it's going to be the Mordeo anyways. If you want, I can refund that for you. It's going to be a Mordeo with or without that. Yeah, well, that's kind of the idea, to be honest, is that once I get to 10 wins, I'll feel confident enough. Obviously, there's still room to grow at that point. But at least at that point, I'll feel confident enough with her. And then I can move on to Billy, who's another one. So let's refund that for you, Jacob. And let's throw on a sacrificial cake. And let's see. Let's give a shout out for the TTV. Rondor the Cruel. And looks like they are not live, however. Unfortunate. Let's ready on up. They are TTV, but they're not live. They are offline. I don't know if it was just because eggs were the only thing that I've eaten today or what, but man, my stomach is in knots right now. I am not feeling terrific. Hey, this key at the end. Okay, so they switch over to a key. That's a whole lot of offerings. Looks like bloody party streamers across the board. Nope, Strode, sacrificial cake, and of course my own sacrificial cake. So we're going to Satinfield, which isn't a bad map for me, but it's not great either. Yo, what's up, Pepsi? How you doing? How you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. What have you been up to today, if anything much? You got some bad news? What's the bad news, out of curiosity? Hopefully nothing too bad. Might need to call it soon then if you're not feeling good. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I hate to do it. Like, I want to do a minimum of 4 hours. But if I'm just not feeling great, I don't want to give you guys a bad experience. And like try and trudge through it myself. You have a bacterial infection in your lungs, kidney, and liver. How did that happen? I'm sorry to hear about that. Alright, let's continue to patrol. You have no clue? I imagine the doctors have a plan in mind. Thankfully, bacterial infections, if caught early, should be pretty well treatable. Just have a week or two of messages and I'll be okay. Of medicine? Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, it sucks that happened. Thankfully, bacterial infections, as long as they're caught early in those situations, is a good thing. You're on this gen over here. Get out the gen, Nancy. It's down you. Check the Claude. Let's go for her. Leave Nancy slugged. We have Ruin up, so we have time to work with. Dead hard. No dead hard. So let's get you down now. So that's now at least 3 people off of gens. Nancy, Claudette, and then the one getting the pickup. There's Iron Maiden. Oh, they probably did a either a colonoscopy or an endoscopy. Well, like I said, I'm sorry to hear that things are not really going your way, but thankfully you're in a good spot and we'll be able to get your treatment that you need. Someone was here. I wonder. Nope. But hope you feel better soon, Pepsi. I really am sorry to hear about that. Nothing over here yet. No scratch marks to suggest that they went back for the unhook. They're gonna go to second stage soon. There's Nancy. Let's go for her. Alright, she's going for the unhook. We'll walk her to it then. We'll get Nancy down. Tonight I did omelets again with a tomato, onion, and garlic sauce. There was some bacon as well, but I think I forgot about the bacon, so it's in the fridge. We actually didn't have any of it. Let's go for... I hate to do this, but if we're going for the win, let's make this short. Go for the Claude, who went to second stage, get her out of the game. There's the vault. And subsequent down. Alright. DS, no DS, and dead. Barbecue and chili will show me where they are. They are 1, 2, and 3. 2 Myers house, 1 Far house. Can we get this up? Yeah, I think that was close. Maybe a bit far to the right. So next season of Champions of Fog will be the 5th. Drop down on the right. Bit high, bit to the right. Yo, what's up, Beast? How you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. Let's go for Nancy. She's in Yellow House. She went out back. I'm gonna vault out, probably. Too far to the right. Today is your first day of school. How'd that go, Beast? Will it come out by then? Probably not. If Pinhead doesn't come out tomorrow, then Pinhead will probably not be used in COTF. Which will prove to be unfortunate. But it is what it is. That's down you. Able to walk, I have one of the crutches on my legs. It's just like a leg brace connected to my knee and ankle for support me on walking. Well, that's good news. At least you're able to walk somewhat. I made friends yet, but I will try again tomorrow. That's a good idea. It'll be tough, don't get me wrong, especially if it's a new year, new school. But it's definitely worth taking that time. You didn't really talk to people? It can be rough the first day. You're still trying to get your bearings. First pallet stump. I don't think that's purposeful, to be honest. You get the Nancy hit. There goes Ruin. A little bit late, though. What's up, Pepsi? Good job. I was trying to see if I could throw through that gap, no dice. Wow, she actually doubled back on that. Good job. Little break, she goes upstairs. I triggered a trap card. What's that? What trap card did I trigger? She's right here on this tile. No more hatchets. Lots of looper. I mean, we have time to kill. She has a pallet here. That's a bit better for her on the loot. Worse for me, to be honest. She saw that. How will you deal with this? There's the pallet. And it's down you. Should be good. Alright, we need to hook, then reload. Let's hook behind House of Pain, then reload in one of the lockers in the kitchen. Alright, we see one person in Yellow House, one person just finished gen in Myers house. Now, the problem is if I kill one of the survivors, then the Nancy with the key can escape via the hatch. That could be problematic. A little too far to the right. I thought she was gonna double back inside. She did not. Hi, Nancy. There's the hit. And where are we going now, Nancy, my girl? There's the vault. We'll vault with her. And so far, there's only one survivor that we haven't hooked yet. And that might be this Nancy, but I'm not sure. On the ground, Tinker's Nurse, and Thrilling. Oh, okay. Next match using 4 perks. Sounds good. Thank you. I appreciate it, Jacob. Barbecue and chili shows me what? Only one person over there? Let's reload. Other person's within 40 meters. I need to make sure that they don't do one more gen. If they do one more gen, then we're in trouble. Because then Nancy could use her key. So I think we need to find the Nancy. If we find the Nancy, we can kill her off with her key in hand. Scratch marks. This is the Nancy. It's down here. Let's not pick her up, though. Like I said, if I kill her off, then we're in trouble. Not to mention she's Obsession. Chances are that she has DS. Why would you drop down like that, Claude? You had all the space in the world. That was a bad throw. I should have been a bit more patient or pocketed it even. Yeah, that was a bad throw too. She realized what I was attempting to do. Good stuff, Cloud. He's on a really good corner too. That really long corner is hard for Huntress to play around. Alright, we're gonna just go for Claude. We're gonna lose a gen soon. Alright. And let's put you on hook, Claude. You're the only other survivor that has not been hooked, though. 8 seconds off that gen. We need to get there ASAP before we reload. Because that's 1 and 2. We need to go for the Nancy of the key. Thank you much for reminded to hydrate and to stretch. We'll do that right after this match. Which Nancy is which is the question. Alright, let's go back towards the hook and reload in Myers' house. There should be a locker behind the house. And let's check the gen again. No progress on it. Let's check the gen over here on this house. Let's go for a bop at least. There's the unhook by Nancy the T. Perfect. That is exactly who we wanted to find. Too low. Let's get her on the inside of this hedge. Nope, she goes over to Myers' house. Perfect. That's what we need to see. Alright, let's put her on the hook. I saw the other Nancy over here. Alright, looks like Claude healed. And let's go find Claude over there. She's running off. Alright, did she drop the key is the question. Yes, she did. That there's problematic. Not to mention Hatch is right there, too. That is a major issue, actually. 1, 2, and 3. Hi, Nancy. A little bit over. Had the right idea. I mean, you realize that one of the Nancys had a key. And if you're the Nancy with the key, you kind of have to play around that knowledge. So I don't think I really camped all too much that game. Did I definitely try and zone out a few times and try and ensure that I would be able to find you with the key? Absolutely. At the end of the day, the fact of the matter is if you guys got one more gen, then that would be it. Let's hit you. I mean, you do realize that you guys could have gotten out with 1 gen left? So, yeah, actually, I played around that. Because honestly, I knew full well that I didn't know where anyone else was. The person who unhooked you went down on the hook. Then I saw your scratch marks afterwards, so understand that I don't exactly have anyone else to go for. So, yeah, of course, I'm gonna go for you. You're an easy track, but GG, well played to these survivors. You have to understand, guys, that it is a game, and you can agree or disagree that you didn't like the way I played, and that's okay. Fact of the matter is that I don't need to play by your rules, and that I can play the way that I want to, and if that means that I'm gonna go for a win, and it means that it's not something that you like, then yeah. People are still mad about killers not following the rules? Yep, all the time. That is a consistent thing. Fact of the matter is that if I down the person unhooking you, which was a Nancy, and then there's no one else to go for in that moment, I'm going to track your scratch marks and blood and re-down you again. Does that suck? Absolutely. But is there a reason for me not to go for you? No, there's not. I mean, at the end of the day, the reason why they're going to time you out, Phantom, is because you're acting inappropriately. I mean, that's kind of the gist of things. If you are disrupting chat and insulting the streamer, then you're going to get timed out. You wanted to read that paragraph? It's not worth your time, honestly. It is not worth your time. Pepsi, could you do me a favor and remind me what your perks were? It was Haunted Ground, Undying, something else, right? Or would you like me to wait until the killer is back up, where you can choose the killer? What did you walk into? Just salty survivors. Nothing new, nothing else. But Jazzy, thank you much for the follow. Welcome to the Guilty Ones, my friend. I am Mark, aka Guiltspire. I'm an educational Dead by Daylight player, here to teach Ghosts how to play killer, and survivors how to play against killer. But like, fact of the matter is that like, does it suck to die early in a match? Abso-freaking-lutely. But does that mean you have the right to act the way you are? Absolutely not. Haunted, Tinkerer, Thrilling, and Nurses. So, do you want me to wait until you can choose the killer, Pepsi, or do you just want me to use the build on whoever? Haunted, Tink, Thrilling, Nurses. I'll leave it up to you. Whoever? Okay. So, Haunted, Tink, Nurses, Thrilling. Who can use Tinkerer well? Wait. Did he change your mind, or... You'll wait? Okay. So in my case, what I'm going to do, I'm going to refund you for that, Pepsi. And that way you can choose it then, when the killer's back up. But yeah, you don't need to worry about it, Jacob. People just being rude because they don't like that they died. Oh, you're good, Pepsi, you're good. Don't worry about it. But yeah, long and short of it, simply people being upset that they died. I mean, it makes no sense, because at the end of the day, that's kind of the name of the game. I'm so sad I don't have bits. Well, hopefully you'll be able to get some more if you do want to later, Pepsi, but as a reminder, you don't have to give bits, sub, or even tip if you don't want to. I see the salt was real. Yeah, just a little bit. People don't like dying, I guess, even though that's a part of the game. Mean people interrupt my Sims time. It's how it goes, unfortunately, pretty much. I was like, at the end of the day, you're on a strong map like Haddonfield. You have a key. You guys are doing gens. So I'm going to play a little bit more aggressively to play around the key. I'm still on workers' comp for the slip and fall at work. Well, that's good news, at least. It's still not great that I slipped and fell, but at least you're getting paid nonetheless. All right. Let's see what map we end up on. And see if we can get another win on the Huntress. Whatever pays my bills, man, even if it's from a bad thing. I mean, hey, that is a fair point. As long as you have a roof over your head, that's what matters. It's not the first time, Jacob. It's not the last time. My mods and I have zero tolerance for it, and yes, we do try and go with the approach of welcome with open arms and try and get people to calm down and understand, but some people just don't want to hear it, and so they get timed out twice, and after that point, if they do it one more time, then they get banned. Kind of as simple as it is. I'm not going to lose any sleep. So I didn't really camp near endgame. I patrolled gens. And yeah, I kept in close proximity to the hook because I knew that if I let them get the unhook for free and another gen, then they would get a 3-man key out. And fact of the matter is that, yeah, I kind of didn't want that. I'll be real. So I played around it to ensure that I would kill off the unhooker, which in this case was the Nancy with the key. So good news there. And so it worked out in my favor. Alright, sounds good. A little bit off. Balanced landing. That makes sense. If it was anyone else, then we think we got it. I mean, that's one part of Huntress that I'm finding, is you need to play around situations like that. Because if you don't, and you're a 110 killer, you're going to be in a bit of trouble. Like, not gonna lie. Like, right now, I hit this arena, and we're already out of chase again. Thankfully, she did not try and dodge that. Basement is where? Basement's here. Leon was also over here, by the way. You have 2 hatchets in hand. No need to reload just yet. Barbecue and Chili shows me 2 people there, 1 person in school. Let's try and get the 2 people off the gen if possible. 8 seconds off the gen. Demo isn't speedy. I mean, he's not speedy, but he's still 115. For what it matters. Alright, they're off this gen. There's another person here, but I'm betting they're going for the unhook. Let's go for the gen down here. My only qualm with leaving them down here is that ruin's not too far away. Let's go for Claire. We'll get the hit. No, there's no way I can get that hit. I was trying to figure out if there's anything I could do to ensure that. Try to go for the hit on Leon and passing. She's gonna bring me to House of Pain. Vault, sure. Go for it. Is that life? No. She has those tires to work with? Really, she didn't try and dodge at all. She'll go for the vault. I don't think I make it in time, so I'm gonna re-pocket that. Alright, let's put you in basement. Find out where they are on Barbecue and Chili again. And let's see. Barbecue and Chili tells me 2 people on 2-story, 1 person on that gen. That gen doesn't have any progress. Let's go for 2-story then. It can be tough. Like, no doubt about that. Ruin goes off. There's Dwight. There's the vault. No more hatchets though, so we have to M1 him down. Alright, let's reload before we pick him up. Yeah, I wish that they would change the color of the auras for survivors. That way it's a little bit easier to distinguish between the generator and the aura. Alright, person on 2-star will probably go for the unhook on Dwight. Let's find out where everyone else is. We see 1 person there. Then no one else. Alright, let's check 2-star again. There's Ruin. Did not go for the default this time. There's the drop down. Remember that she has balanced landing. Did not go for the unhook like I thought she would off that balance. She went back around. There's the unhook. There's Leon. There's Leon down. You know, I could have just M1'd him, but I wanted to wait it out a little bit longer. Alright, we'll go for Dwight here. His BT's definitely up. And we'll put Leon in the basement. Doesn't help that I don't wear my glasses half the time. Yeah, that would definitely probably be detrimental to your overall scene ability. Just a little. Just a little. Let's see where they are. Let's throw a hatchet here. A little bit off. Dwight, where are you going, buddy? And Rondor. So I have already explained to you why I went for you. Because I downed the person unhooking, and from there, the only person that I saw was your scratch marks. So why am I to ignore you, where I know where you are, and I don't know where your other teammates are? So explain to me why I shouldn't have gone for you. Can I ask you that? Why I shouldn't have gone for you? In all seriousness. If you can explain that to me, then I will concede. But why wasn't? Why I shouldn't have gone for you in that moment? In all seriousness. Okay, and that's fine. But I don't know that. And so here's the thing, Rondor. I sympathize with you. That sucks. But fact of the matter is, does that mean that I'm going to know that when playing the game? Is this a game of kill your friends? No, I don't. You could have slug, you could have gone for more points, but I don't need points. That's the thing. I'm playing to win the match, and that requires you to die. That's a fact of the matter in this situation. Like, I sympathize with you. I understand that you're playing matches with friends, but it doesn't mean that I have to let you go. It doesn't mean that I have to play your game. It's not no reason. That's part of the way you play the game, is you need to kill off survivors. If you don't, that means they have more people on gens. You can play with respect. Except it's not about playing with respect. It's literally a point of, hey, I need to kill survivor. You're a survivor, I need to kill. That's kind of how that works. It's not playing toxic. It is literally playing the game. A good example is this match right here, where if I had one fewer survivor on gens, this would be a whole lot more manageable. But everyone's currently alive. So it makes it more difficult for me to play against them because they're currently on gens. Which is what they should do. That's their objective. I'm not going to ever disagree with that being their objective. But keys aren't playing the game. Yeah, keys are honestly overpowered. They are able to turn the tide of a game. So right now, great example. If I kill off Serena right now, there's a key in a game, they can 3-man escape. Fact of the matter is that playing the game is not toxic. Yeah, you can BM, you can smack someone on the hook, you can teabag, what have you. You can even face cam. Chat said keys are toxic. I mean, no one here likes keys. I wouldn't say they're toxic. And that is why you're, just as Shelby said, you were timed out for your behavior, Rondor. You weren't timed out because you said keys are not toxic or anything else. It's because you were insulting. You were disruptive to chat and everyone else's experience. But this time, you're being kind, you're being civil, you're actually talking. But if you come in here and expect that you can say whatever you want just because you're a viewer, you're wrong. Pure, plain, and simple. That's not how that works. Shelby can quote you in DMs. Fact of the matter is, your language was inappropriate. I mean, keys are not toxic, but they're not fun to play against. There's no denying that fact. Yeah, they're gonna go 3-man now. Oh well. But yeah, you need to understand that just because you think your language is appropriate does not mean that I think your language is appropriate. That does not mean that my mods think your language is appropriate. So don't sit here and try and blame the victim simply because you thought that it was okay to say whatever you want. Yeah, exactly. At the end of the day, keys are a part of the game. It sucks playing against them because I have to change my playstyle to work around them. Like, that's a matter of fact that I can't simply see a key and go, shoot, I'm just gonna play normally. It says playstyle scummy. No, there's more than you said to that, my friend. You said a whole lot more. So, there we go. Yeah, I don't understand how people can honestly have that perspective of, I can go into any Twitch streamer's chat and I can insult them and this is fine. It's like, no, this is not fine. This is not appropriate. You do not go into someone's space, community, classroom, job, office, house, and you don't go in there and you don't insult them. Because you didn't just say that keys were scummy. There's a whole lot more to what you said. Yeah, it's like, I don't understand. People need to grow up and understand that the behavior exhibited is not appropriate. And if you don't agree with that fact, then you get banned. Well, so I'll be honest, I literally got a little bit pissed off at that. I'm not gonna lie. Because don't put your friend or family member's name in vain over a game. Like, if you're at work and your boss yells at you for not doing a good job and you go, look, I'm really sorry, you know, my mom just died to COVID. You know, that would be reasonable. That's saying, hey, this is why I'm feeling this way. But to go, hey, my mom died of COVID, why'd you tunnel me? I don't understand that. Wrong button there, Shelby. Wrong button. He was upset about a tunnel across map. Timed him out. Yep. So yeah, no, that is exactly it. So I don't know. Did my oh, you're good, Shelby. Don't worry about it. Well, it's like I understand. My dad died of pancreatic cancer, but did I go into people's chats and yell at them? No. It's like I sympathize with you. It sucks. My sister died of a seizure. My dad died of pancreatic cancer. But does that excuse bad behavior? Hell to the no. It doesn't. Do not use mental illness, a bad day, stress, the death of a loved one, the death of a pet, anything as an excuse for bad behavior. Are they reasons for why you're in a crappy mood? Abso-freaking-lutely. But do not use them as a excuse for bad behavior. It's just, I don't know. I've never understood that perspective, and I honestly hate that people do that. Like, I live with Frankie. To be blunt, Frankie had a moment in his life where he's not great, and due to his mental illness, it caused some issues. But like we've worked together and like understood like mental illness or bad days are not good for bad behavior. He did, Shelby. He did. But hopefully now you can go back to your Sims time. I don't know if Frankie knows you play Sims. Frankie's very big into Sims. You two should reminisce about that at some point. Good dodge. Good dodge. I need to be more patient, not let go immediately like that. I need to be a little bit more patient when I see them doing that first time. Yeah, Frankie plays a lot of Sims, actually. Pretty active in the Sims community. You and him should reminisce about it sometime. Freaking hell. So close, but so far away. Yes. We had a rude survivor interrupt Sims time. So, I mentioned that I didn't think that you knew that Shelby played Sims. Well, you go through bouts. You go through, like, bouts of playtime, more or less. Like, one day you're going to play, like, hours on end, and then the next day you just drop it. Go for it. Imagine that they're going for the unhook as we speak. Let's go for Steve. Let's hit him with the hatchet. And go for the M1. Excellent. Still got the animation lock. Good stuff. Let's reload here. There's Cheryl. I started a chest open up middle. Hello there, Feng Min. How you doing? And where are we going next? Let's vault with her. There's the dead hard. Good dodge. These type of survivors are what really screw me up. Those are the type of survivors that really screw me up. There's the gen. So they must have double tripled up on it. There's Cheryl. And we see one person over there. Yeah, Frankie's mod folder is like gigabytes large. It's kind of ridiculous, to be honest. Yeah, I need to... So how do I do this? So I need to figure out a way to bait out when they move. There's the vault. So do I need to just be more patient and wait out the flick? How do I play that? A little bit over. A little bit over. Yo, what's up, Neon? How you doing? How you doing? Hopefully doing well. What have you been up to today? It's less than 3 gigabytes. It's still gigabytes. Shouldn't be too overzealous there, Cheryl. Alright, barbecue and chili shows me literally nothing. Could be in middle. Could be in shack, though. Yep, so at the end of the day, Jacob, don't engage with trolls. Let the mods and I take care of it. And honestly, I just been growing out the beard, and people have said that they like the beard, so I keep the beard. Long and short of it. Alright, where are we going? Bounce landings, no. Let's M1 you. Yeah, the Savars are really good at juking. And these are the type of Savars that I need to play more against to try and figure out how to work around that. A lot of people just have a bad Monday today. Your guess as good as mine. Chances are it's also a person that is affiliated with the other person as well. Yeah, be more patient, I think, is a big thing. Like, I feel like I have lined up the throw and lined up the hit, and then they just go for it. Alright. Good night, Frankie. Thank you. There's the heal. There's the Cheryl. It's worth a try on that vault. If she went the wrong way, she'd gotten hit. She'll vault again. Dead hard. Good stuff. Yeah, I shouldn't have held that. I should have just walked it in a bit further. Tried to mind game the LT wall. And she left. A little bit too far to the right, too. Another gen done? Yeah, this game's over. This game's over. That'd be kind of cool. I would love that. That'd be a really good touch. Yeah, so every time that I see that they juke out to the right on that corner, that's where I can kind of figure that out. Barbecue and chili shows me 2 people, one over by Ruin. I didn't see the 4th person, though. Too far to the left. Iron Maiden Steve. That's bait. No, he held up to the left. I was hoping that he'd go through. Had the right idea, just not the right timing. There's last gen, as was expected. I'll take it. Let's reload. Alright, Cheryl. Gonna go for the pickup on Steve. Like hell I am. He's over here. Let's use the tree as a blocker. Yep, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Hi there, Cheryl. How are you doing? Alright, so if I go for Cheryl versus Steve, what will happen? I have to figure that one out. I could play around some altruism here. Get a hit on you. Figman's healed up now. Does she have Unbreakable, maybe? Almost. So close on that. Scratch marks. There's no reason for me to leave this. In all honesty, there really isn't. I was right. I was 110% right about that. BT on him. You already used your dead heart though, Cheryl. I was 110% right that she had Unbreakable. Alright, let's play this game again. There's Fangman down. Do you also have Unbreakable Fangman? Also, I want to note something. Steve had second wind, but guess what Steve was? He had deep wound, meaning that he actually healed his mend. Steve's on the right. Oh, so close. I had the right idea. I had the right idea. I think the other one's left with the other exit gate. Alright, gonna pick up Steve, Cheryl. Hey, you guys put yourself on a timer here at the EGC. Oh, she's already all the way out there. Alright, Stevie boy, up you go. There's no way that you're getting saved now. Cheryl just over there in the exit gate having fun, apparently. And there she goes. I mean, at the end of the day, got some pretty good hits at the end, but I still need to do better when in chase. I mean, 1K 11 hook, or not 11 hook, 1K 9 hook is not a bad game at all. But still could have played a little bit better during the main match itself, I'll be honest. They were duking out a lot of my hits, but GG, well played to these survivors. Alright, alright. And Pound Integral, thank you much for the follow. Welcome to the Guilty Ones, my friend. I am Mark, aka Guiltspire. I'm an educational Dead by Daylight player, here to teach kills how to play Killer and survivors how to play against Killer. Very happy to have you here. Now let's use up some blood points real quick. Figure out what branch that he's gonna take. Alright, that one. And we'll kill it next match. Sounds like a plan to me. Can do. And a hydrate as well. I appreciate it, Jacob. No doubt, no doubt. Gotta stay healthy, no doubt about that. A lot of Twitch streamers honestly do fall into that pitfall. In all seriousness. I'll choose your outfit, your next Killer game. All right, sounds good, sounds good. Yeah, we have a lot of cakes to use on a lot of our killers, actually, from then. I think I have upwards of, like, maybe 500 cakes. I'd have to double check on all my killers, because what I did during the anniversary event is that I was getting every killer all their perks. And so I have 0 cakes on survivors, but I have, like, 500 cakes on killer. Next Sunday, or this coming Sunday rather. So Sunday the 5th is the first start of the season, which I'm thinking, so there's a lot of big names coming in this season, Shelby. I might request that those who are able to ref might potentially focus in on Twitch, and I can always take care of the main things I might need for assistance for those matches is just Discord checking builds, making sure everything looks good there, Twitch, and then I can probably take care of the scorecard myself, because I want to make sure that Twitch chat is moderated well. There's a few teams that have a pretty decent following, and how should I say, they can be a little bit rambunctious. They can be a bit unruly. So we would be checking builds plus moderating? Yeah, pretty much. I could take care of, now that, I think it was thanks to you who told me about the mute focus. thanks to Mute Focus, I can have the scorecard on the side and just be commentating and going through the scorecard bit by bit. But yeah, there's a few teams that their communities can get a bit rambunctious, and want to make sure that the Twitch chat is properly moderated to avoid harassment, because there are some concerns in the community. So I want to make sure Season 1 goes off without a hitch, and that if something does happen, that it's seen by a moderator. Haddonfield again. That's a big oof. So I'm gonna, after today, I'm going to make that announcement to other enforcers. Time to do a Blight game next match? We can do that. Are you playing Blight? How many mods are currently? Probably not enough. I'll be honest with you, Shelby. Probably not enough. You're playing Blight? Gotcha. Oh, Jesus Christ, that was so close. I want to try and get this hit over this car. I know it's possible. I think I can do it on this side. There we go. If I had one more hatchet, this would be fine. So we're gonna drop off. Hi, Steve. If you know anyone, Shelby, that you trust that would be interested in moderating a large-scale stream, yeah, if you can get Pre-Law on, I would love that. I would not. You trust them mostly. I won't lie. I actually, because of how often both him and you were here, I was actually tempted in asking your opinion on what your thoughts would be for him being a mod here as well. Not gonna lie. Because I know that you trust Pre-Law, and if you trust Pre-Law, that bush was in the way. If you trust Pre-Law, then I'm going to trust your character judgment. You know, you are their partner after all. Need a bit more patient there. That bush. The hitbox on the bush is atrocious. I'm gonna drop chase with you now. I'll be a mod without being a mod if you get me. Well, unfortunately, I'll have to decline on that. The biggest thing I always want to focus in on when it comes to modding here is let the mods do the job, because if we do have salty survivors like we did that other match, then it ends up, you know, potentially painting a target on you, but also could be seen by people as the community ganging up on others, and we don't want that. My heart, with my heart, but it's too corny. Just a little bit, just a little bit. There we go. Yeah, COTF chat has already been a bit rambunctious lately. Nothing too bad, but it's going to get even more so. All right, thank you. I'd appreciate that. Because I know Alex has a lot of stuff going on, so if them being MIA, I know Giraffe has been with family, so they've been MIA. So right now I know recently it's been kind of more you, more or less. That's a pop. He's dead asleep right now, so something on normal sleep schedule. I don't know what the heck this is. Normal sleep schedule? What is that? I will say one thing of COTF being as busy as it is, I might not be streaming here all too often on weekends. I might try and get in like a couple streams, but I think the weekends are gonna probably belong to COTF. Unfortunately. I mean, not unfortunately, I guess, in our reality. It's a good thing COTF is doing well. Because ideally, I'd love to get COTF partnered this season. Because if we can get COTF partnered this season, then I can actually pay... I can start looking at getting sponsorships. I can do that. Then I can pay mods. I can actually get a prize pool going. I can pay co-hosts. And also potentially just, you know, make COTF the primary source of income for me. Which wouldn't be bad, because we're close. We were at like an average of 50 plus last season. So I definitely think it's a possibility. Yo, what's up, Travesty? 2 months? Indeed, indeed, my friend. How you doing today? Thank you much for the sub. I do appreciate it greatly. Ash is also here. There's the vault. There's the vault. I also want to help with statistics and stuff this season, getting all the perks. Yeah, so what I want to do, I might do it tonight because, like I said, I'm kind of tuckered out, but I can focus enough to work on Excel. I'm actually going to redo the scorecard to where you can put in the perks for Ash, there's no window there, bud. Where you can put in the perks for Survivor, Killer, and so on. So I'm going to try and do that today. Just playing games, preparing for comps. Happy to hear that. By the way, Travesty, spread the word to your team if it hasn't already been spread to them. Each killer in Season 1 is going to be allowed to be used twice. So do keep that in mind. I'm going to update the rules tonight and make an announcement for it. But that is the thing that I'm going to change for the rules. I'm going to reload here. It's worth a shot. Thank you. I appreciate that, Mal. Thank you. I've been thinking it over, and I've been getting a lot of feedback saying, you know, the survivors are going to be too powerful this season. And after looking at the rosters, I do think they're going to be correct on that. And I want to take this step first and increase the number of times that S and A tier and B tier can be used. And then from there, I hear someone. Oh, he's upstairs. That's why. And then consider NOAD. No, he kept on the left. Too high up. Thingman, sure, let's go for you. I don't know why you're doing that, to be honest. Head on, maybe? Nope. No head on. Right now, it's gonna stay banned until I see... So, like, Season 1, we saw killers really being favored. Or Season 0, rather. I want to see what happens in Season 1. If survivors become so favored where to know it is necessary, that's where I'm going to make that decision. Not before. Oh, I thought I had that hit. Yo, what's up, Liz? How you doing? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. What have you been up to today? Appreciate stopping by. But yeah, so I'm going to base it off of what comes to fruition this season versus last. Pick you up. I think based on how this match is going, I'm probably going to lose it at this point. Like, we're not doing bad, we're not doing great either is the problem. I see literally no one on barbecue. That's fantastic. They didn't go into lockers. You know that much. Feeling a little bit better than I was? That's good to hear, Liz. I'm happy to hear that. No, I can't. There's too much in the way. I don't know why you ran at me, to be honest with you, Thingman. So we're going to down you. You're at Obsession, though. And it has not been long enough for me to pick you up without fearing DS. Scratch marks. That's Ash. I don't know why you ducked on that. That was an interesting choice. Yeah, if you want, I don't think you can at everyone, can you? Remind me. Are you an admin, Shelby? I think you might be. Yeah, see if you can at everyone. If you can, then sure. If not, then I'll take care of it tonight. The killers, Miguel? What about the killers tricks? Are you talking about how the killers can be used twice this season? I've made the decision on that. You've been banned? What? Oh, have you been banned from saying adding everyone? I'm like, what are you talking about? You've been banned. Where are the last 3 gens? Over here? Okay, you cannot? Okay. I might have to make, I'll probably allow, enforcers to at everyone in the future. A little bit to the right. I like how she's kept on walking at that point, like, what was that? Oh, what killers? Oh, every killer. Every killer can be used twice. I could have sworn I heard a locker. Hi, Steve. Good idea. Didn't work out, though. Bounce landing on Steve, I think? Yeah, he got a lot of distance from that, so definitely bounce landing. Oh, there was a locker. I just heard it open. Sneaky devil. Scratch marks over there. Check this gen again. Oh, so no back-to-back nurse. So I am making the caveat, though, that you cannot use a killer twice in one round. So, for example, if you use nurse one match, let's say match number 1, you can't use it the second match. That way, teams aren't facing back-to-back nurses. No double trapper, no. That is accurate. Too low. I had the right angle. Alright. Alright, go on, Megan. Alright, we got her down. But I'm afraid that I'm going to see some gens pop off here. Yeah, no double trapper, no double nurse. So that'll be the caveat. That you guys can use every killer twice, but not within the same round. Alright, let's see if I can at least spook him off that gen. I don't think I can from this angle. It's gonna be dicey. No, tree. Tree and also wall. I don't even want to get a hit there, I just want to spook him. No one here. They're definitely here, though. So where'd they go is the question. No other gens have really gotten much work on them. So I can take my time here to Steve. Yeah, I was afraid that's gonna happen. I need to be more patient. That's my biggest fault right now in Huntress. Like, I have the right ideas for when to use her hatchets, when to throw. I just need to be more patient. Dead by Daylight sounds like fun. It is, but it is stressful too. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. Man, that freaking hedge wall is so freaking long. Oh my word. Yeah, patience is what I need to go for. If you had good window, you could have gone for that. Bounce landing time. Yep. How's the pain? No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Yeah, patience is probably the hardest part when it comes to my Huntress gameplay. Because even if you just tap M2, like, there's so much wind-up time. Versus, like, a Death Slinger who's able to, like, rapid-fire his hits, right? So that's the problem that I have between, like, where Death Slinger I feel very confident on versus Huntress where I don't. And it's the exact reason that I'm not patient enough on my hits. So let's try and play out their altruism here. Alright, let's reload. Alright, Steve and Fang Min are gonna go for the unhook or leave her for dead. Yeah, 60 seconds to make the choice. Yeah, he is much more impressive than 1v1. You're not wrong on that. But Huntress is, at times, a better slinger, is the thing. Double nurse plus slinger. I love life. Yes, you can do double nurse and double slinger. You also say that you love life, but also remember tricks. Now you have teams that have some crack freaking nurses. There's that on Steve. One person has a hook state left. It's not Meg. It could be Steve. Oh yeah, Blood Warden could be nice, no doubt about that. But then again, they haven't opened up the exit gate either. No, that's bad. And worse. There's the vault. We need to now just bloodlust them out. You'll probably go for a balanced landing play. That's exactly what he does. He doesn't have it, though! Ooh. That's unfortunate, Steve boy. That's unfortunate. That doesn't really get you much at all, unless you have Metal Man. That exit gate's not open yet. Balance play without the balance, apparently. I was right, Steve was the one. She healed wicked quick. Yep, inner strength. Good stuff. Ah, I was gonna drop her and go for the hatchet, then interrupt the unhook. No dice. Because if we kill her now, which we're going to, then that means 2-man out. And that's a 2-man out right there. We're gonna get the exit gate open in 3, 2, 1, now. Yep, just like that. That was to be expected. That was to be expected. That compared everything, add-ons included. Nurse is better than Spirit. Personally, I think Spirit's way better. Main reason is simply because Nurse breaks the mechanics of the game. But GG, well played to these survivors. Like, it purely is simply the fact that with Nurse, she's able to simply go through obstacles. Spirit, you have to still play around it. If someone in strength and locker would have canceled decisive. No, it's not considered that. You are not healing yourself. A perk is healing you. Same thing with second wind, for example. Same thing of second wind. But we have spun the wheel. We landed on the Oni. Would you guys like to respin? Or would you like to play a match at Oni? Reroll? Alright, sounds good. So, hey, GG's Roy, GG's. I appreciate this on by saying hi. Would love to have you as part of the Guilty ones if you are interested. Alright, it is Bubba time. Adept Bubba? We can do Adept Bubba, yeah? We can do Adept Bubba. So barbecue, Franklin's, and knockout, right? It is true. You did say you're gonna make me do adepts. You're not wrong. So Franklin's knockout. Knockout, knockout, knockout. Knockout. Do I have all the depths? I do not have all the depths, actually. Also, the cosmetics that I have, I literally have the apron and then basic. Then I have the faces, which is only 2, actually. What happened? Pick the darker face? What, Claudette's face? Sounds good. And that will be that. So we're doing Adept Bubba. What's his win streak right now? Bubba's on a 0. Okay, so this will be fine. We'll do, we'll count this towards the win streak even as Adept. Yep, if you want to be rude, then you get banned. I mean, honestly, here's the funny part, Delonco. I literally have said it before and I'll say it again. I hope that they are. Like, I really do hope that the people coming in chat and being that salty and insulting are children. Because it means that they still have the possibility of growing into better adults. Whereas if they're adults, there's no hope for them. Like, straight point, if they're adults, no hope. But if they're children, at the very least then, there's still hope that they can improve their lives. But if they're adults, That's about it. Yo, what's up, Tweak? Run Monstrous Shrine, Force Penance, Gearhead, Furtive Chase. If you want me to run those perks, Masa, we do have a channel point reward to do so. You got banned for telling / stream sniping a streamer. He has DS, which was never down within 6 seconds. I've gotten banned from someone's chat because they thought I was stream sniping. I have gotten banned from someone's chat because they thought I was stream sniping. It's like, I was live. You do understand that I have 20 people in my chat that are watching me. You think I have the time to play the game, interact with my chat, and stream snipe you? What? Is Bitter Murmurs, Nurse's Barbecue, and Pop decent for Huntress? It's not bad. It's not great either, though, is the problem. Like, they're... Oh, 1 second. I need to think about this. Oh, yep, there it is. It's not bad for her. I would say Iron Maiden might not be a bad play. Bitter Murmurs, Nurse's Barbecue. Nurse's, I would say, is not necessary. Your Terrace as a Huntress is 20 meters to begin with. Most times, people are going to respect your Lullaby before they respect your Terror Radius is the problem. Alright, so here's the thing. If I'm going to go for a Depth Bubba, I have to be really careful here. You know what I need to do? Oh, shoot. I know what I need to do, and it sucks to have to do it to get a Depth Bubba. I need to injure them with an M1 first, and then hit them with an M2. Oh, there's a person AFK and person on this gen. I'm going to go for the gen before the AFK. I respect. Yeah, so the biggest thing with Huntress Terror Radius is that Huntress's Terror Radius is 20 meters. Huntress's Lullaby is 32. So most people are going to respect the Lullaby before they respect the Terror Radius. And if Nurse's Calling being only 24 meters, you're kind of in a rough position. It's funny how they put anti-synergy perks, yeah. Yeah, Dragon Grip on Blight makes no sense. It's very strange. Knocking on Bubba, yeah. It is odd. Nurse for Iron Maiden, I would say so, because Huntress, you're reloading a lot, and because of that, you're probably gonna want to have have Iron Maiden so you can reload faster. Not to mention, it actually is a little bit of a counter to some counterplay with Barbecue, because counterplay with Barbecue is to jump into a locker, right? And so if they jump into a locker when you have Barbecue, then they're going to get exposed from Iron Maiden. You'll still know where they are. So it's not bad. I need to make sure I'm in chase. There we go. Where are we going here? There's the vault. There's the Dead Heart. How did that... Some of the legacy maps where the, like, corner of the palette sticks out are so wonky. Like, really, really wonky. Yeah. Like, I literally stood back from the palette to ensure that it did not get hit by that. Scratch marks go where? Scratch marks go up here. You don't have enough gen pressure right now. There's Nancy. You want to play this, Nancy? Now's the display. Alright. Barbecue and chili. 1, 2. 1 on Pale Rose. Let's go for that. The thing is, in order to get a Depth Bubba, I need to M1 into an M2, which is stupid. But literally is what you need to do. He's downstairs. That's Kate. They're on small boat. That's Claire. As I need an M1 into an M2. So stupid in order to get a depth, but it literally is what you need to do. Had to get Merciless 3 times with him? Really? That's rough. I almost bumped that. I'm not even gonna lie. That was way too close for my liking. There we go. I did Hag on first try. She's actually incredibly easy to do. Yeah, she is. She really is. Like, we saw that when we were testing out the blood points during the 6 million blood point challenge, how quickly she accrued deviousness. It was insane. Wasn't sure that they don't go for the unhook just yet. Let's go for Kate now. We're only 3 hooks in, though. Let's go for Jake. We M1 into an M2. And now we go in for an M1 to M2. Where'd Jake go? He stayed up here. Why? That makes so little sense. Yeah, we'll just do M1 you. I do like doing adepts during rank reset. Easy way to get potato survivors. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. But then again, my rank doesn't really reset. It goes from rank 1 to rank 5. So not really a reset at the end of the day, unfortunately. Really? I don't think I had any hooks that were closer. I'll be real. That sucks. Oh, at the very least I got a chainsaw down now. Maybe there was basement? Is that why? Where are you? Jesus.
Ow!
Yeah, that was because there's basement. I didn't realize. Whoopsie. Barbecue and chili shows me nothing. So they're all within 40 meters. Yep. Oh no, they haven't changed that yet. That will happen if they implement MMR. I need to go for Jake here. We're on 2 gens. I need to get someone out of the game. Sorry, Jake. You are going to go back up on a hook. Though you're also the obsession, so that kind of sucks. I'll get slugged. Let's go for Claire. I just need to gain pressure again. I'm gonna have to go for the downs this way. Why did she vault down there? Oh, I see. I see what you guys were doing. That's not a bad idea. That was a good play. Hey, I appreciate that, Shelby. Alright, let's go back. Ooh! Did not see that at first. That works out. Hi, Jake. Pick you up now. Put you into basement. And let's rub again. Yeah, they need to focus in on brutality now, which means I need to prioritize M1 downs. Yeah, I need to prioritize M1 downs. Or grabs, for that matter. Yeah, our brutality sucks so much. We're only halfway through, and we get 300 per hit. So we might need to go for some grabs here. We might have to go for grabs here. Let's take a look where they're at. Scratch marks and blood. That's Jake. That's Kate and Jake. We go for Jake then. Kill him off. If we can kill off Jake, we can reclaim our power over this match. There's Kate. We leave him slug then. Let's see if you know the timing, Kate. Definitely not, Kate. You definitely don't. I can guarantee that fact. That was not even a question. Alright, question of the day. Where's Nancy? If she pops a gen, we know where it's at. Unfortunately, I don't think we get Merciless this match. I don't think we've got enough brutality. We've got plenty of deviousness, but I don't think we got enough brutality. Thankfully, they haven't had a lot of time to heal, so that's good news. Scratch marks going to the left. Let's go for Kate. Goes up onto Pale Rose. Sure, sure. Worth a shot. Let's make up distance. And Adrian, thank you much for the follow. Welcome to the Guilty Ones, my friend. Very happy to have you here. Up onto the platform. To my right. Drops down. Does not go for the vault, surprisingly. That's what I thought she was going for. There's a vault coming up. No, that's not even worth it on one charge. 2 charges, yeah, we can get that down. 1 charge, no. No pallet, Kate. What's the game plan now? My only concern is that Nancy's over on that gen. Y'all. Barbecue and chili will show me where they're at, though. Barbecue and chili does not show me where they're at. That's insane. They're within 40 meters. Oh, hi. That's awkward. That's a bit awkward, ain't it? You would think that you would not run into Bubba's terror radius? Apparently not. That was a questionable play. You're Austin? Ah, fair enough, Austin. But GG's, my friend. GG's well played, my friend. GG's well played. All right. Well, let's close hatch, and then we cross our fingers that we got enough brutality points for us to get adept. Find out. Because we got sacrifice, we got deviousness. Let's take a look at our emblems. Because that's what really matters. Really? We are 1 off. Maybe, according to this, that I was too close to survivors on hook, potentially. My chaser, my hunter status was maxed out. Find and chase survivors. Find a survivor. You also win points by winning chase. The shorter chase, the higher the points. Yep. I know, I didn't get any negatives. Well, wait, survivors hit, chases 1. It's because I did not hit enough survivors with an M1. That's amazing. That's amazing right there. That's an oof. Oh well. That was a good attempt, but yeah, like I said, the best thing you can probably do with Bubba is M1 down more often than M2 down. It's really stupid. The entire adept system is counterproductive to how you want to play. Let's go on to the match of the Huntress. Use up some of my blood point offerings real quick. Yeah, that's the hard part. Survivors just need to escape. Killers need to guarantee that they max out their blood points. Or not even their blood points, but max out everything. Like, I maxed out my blood points pretty much with the exception of Chaser, I think. And maybe Sacrifice. No, not Chaser. Was it Chaser? No, we got Hunter maxed. We got Devious maxed. We got Sacrifice almost maxed. It was Brutality. Yeah, Brutality was not maxed. And because Brutality was not maxed, we did not get Merciless. Rough, rough, rough. Should be good as far as blood points here. Don't want to waste any. Can allow survive puddings though. Heyo, what's up, Arson? Doing pretty well. Doing pretty well. Cannot complain. Practicing my Huntress right now. Trying to get a little bit better. How about you? What have you been up to today? If anything much. So, for 2 reasons, guys. A, because I'm not feeling horribly well. I don't know what's of my stomach, but it's in knots. And B, because I'm kind of exhausted because I have a lot to deal with today. I'm going to be ending the stream in 38 minutes-ish. So, we're going to have probably this match and the match after. I love Huntress, but I've been working and practicing. Well, awesome, Barson. Well, in that case, you're here just in time because I would actually love your thoughts on my gameplay and see what I can do better. The main thing is I need to be more patient with my throws. I tend to treat her almost too much like Death Slinger, if that makes sense. Where I'll try and like insta-throw, but the timing for the wind-up, even if you're just going to release it immediately, is so long that it gives survivors so much time to react. So like, the biggest thing for me is patience. I need to be a bit more patient. So if you have any thoughts on my gameplay, I'd love to hear it. Try and add another killer to my arsenal. Like, I know how to play her at a basic level. I'm probably better than the average. But, like, I want to get more advanced and more comfortable with her. And win more consistently. 3K? You got a 3K, Jacob? Very nice. Very nice. Back to Sadenfield. Unfortunate. On a bad blight map? What map, Jacob? Alright, Sadenfield. Let's see where these survivors spawn. Midwich? That's actually a really good blight map. I'm not even joking. That is a really good blight map because there's so many long lines of sight. It is wicked good. I love that map for blight. I feel like I'm freaking playing NASCAR because I'm just doing loops again and again and again and again. But yeah, I love that map for a blight. It's probably one of my favorite maps. At the same time, like, I feel sometimes I become too patient. And, like, it will cost me a hit when I could have gotten one. There we go, and there's Claudia Girl. There's the hit. There's the pallet. And the subsequent down. Alright, let's pick you up. We're across from Myers' house, so no basement hook for you, Claude. Let's find out where everyone is on barbecue and chili. On this gen again. Iron Maiden. Good stuff. So they're in House of Pain. At least they were. Don't know if they still will be, given that information. No footsteps. No scratch marks. Head on. Testing head on. No head on. Did I hear grass to my right? I did. I did hear grass to my right. Maybe people are right. Maybe my hearing's a little bit too insane at times. There is a real possibility of this. Because did anyone else hear grass or no? Where did she go? She went back in the House of Pain. Footsteps on wood. There's the vault. I want to play this. Should we go back for the vault? There's a good dead hard. Yeah, see, that's like one thing that I struggle with right there. Good thing for getting melee hatchets or hatchets with survivors in the open, whereas around tiles I find aggressive, unpredictable is the best. Interesting. Welcome back, Delonco. I'm gonna butcher your name forever, my friend. Your name, like, for some reason, a tongue twister for me. Yeah, like around tiles, I'm a bit more aggressive. The main thing that I do struggle with though when it comes to tiles is like tight tiles. So like, when you're playing on tight tiles, Barson, do you just force the pallet drop or what do you do? Do you drop chase? Like, what's the game plan in that situation? So if you find yourself, like, we're gonna find ourselves in that situation eventually. We're around a tight tile, and I'm not sure what exactly to do. Okay. I mean, you can keep on doing that as long as you're not on gens. I care less. Let's go for you. Don't see anyone else. You just have fun down there, Claudia girl. You have fun. Person on hook's about to go on a second stage because of you. Bit too far to the right. Too far to the right. And a bit too late as well. Probably could have. I don't know why I didn't wind up on that one, I'll be real. Check scratch marks for basement. Is no one going for the basement on hook? Is that what we're seeing here? I'm gonna put you in basement now. Yeah, they're very much not going for basement. Claudia has refused. Nope, sorry to say here, Cheryl, but looks like you're gonna die in 30 seconds. Gotcha. Check the window vault. Scratch marks out back. Hi. How are you? And now we just chase you and end the game. Going for the unhook. No window there. Box you in for a second. Plug you out. And that'll be the game. Let's pick you. No, we already know that you don't have Unbreakable. You would have already used the Claude at. So I think we're fine there. So we can pick up Claude next. And then the person who was in basement last. So it's been 12 seconds since the last hook. There's the DC. And now it's been 20 seconds. Let's find out if you have DS. Why not? No reason not to. No reason not to. As far as play it well, honestly, play for the M1 or pallet drop. If they are sloppy, I play aggressive to scare them away or get hit. Okay. So that's kind of what I do, is that if I find myself in a really tight tile that I can't get a hit on, I just play it for the pallet drop or a hit. Or if they play a bit greedy on the long side, then I'll be able to at least round the corner and then throw. That's kind of what I do in that instance. But GG, well played to the survivors. A little bit unfortunate that I left that survivor. Anti-hemorrhagic syringe and styptic agent. Yeah, those don't work together. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. Sorry to burst your bubble on that one. Criminy. Yeah, it's the way I found it. Gotcha. Yeah, I was talking to someone, it was yesterday, I think it was Bread. Bread did that same thing. And I was like, just so you know, that doesn't work out too well. Just a little thing. To be fair, like, I feel like at some point, every survivor does that. Until someone tells them as much, and they go, wait, really? And because it only prioritizes the usage of the first add-on. So it's rough when you do that. Whether by accident or on purpose. That's fine. Alright, we should be good on blood points now. So let's ready on up. We see 2 Davids, and one of them's a TTV. Let's give them a quick shout out. Toxic, Slothy, and they are currently not live. All right. A lot of TTVs not live today. We've gotten 2 people live out of like, I want to say like 7 TTVs today. All of them just not streaming today. Been their off day, I guess. Alright, other than Lori's flashlight, no tools in play. That's always good to know. And no offerings either, even better. I'll take that. I love that you shout them out, super friendly and kind. I mean, at the end of the day, I live by the philosophy that the rising tide raises all ships. Because who knows, you know, maybe someone from my community then finds their favorite streamer, or maybe, you know, that's the support that they need, the follows that they need, the views that they need to make affiliate. So who knows? And then, you know, ideally, I like the idea that a lot of Twitch streamers pay the buck forward. You know, if I shout them out and come over, drop a follow, give them a GG well played, then maybe they might leave a raid later, and then, you know, kind of become part of the community. So that's my philosophy in that regard. And the same reason why in my personal Discord I have the self-promotion channel, in COTF I have the Twitch channel and the live role as well. That way, you know, people can hopefully find more people to watch. I think more of the community needs to do that, honestly. I guess a lot of like medium to large size creators don't. And I can understand why. I feel like sometimes doing that can put too much of a spotlight on smaller streamers, and some small streamers do not know how to react to that. Like, I know of situations where like a larger streamer raids a smaller streamer, and like the entire chat gets banned. Because they're like, what is going on? Is this a bot raid? And just, or they just don't know how to react. Or they're just not great. Really? I thought they was going to dive out to the right. Nice 360. Should I go for it? I'll take the pallet. That's one less tight loop to worry about. Mia's right there. Or Lori, rather. With a hit. There we go. A little cheeky mind game. Hi, David. Yeah, I shouldn't have even done that. I should have just pocketed it all day. Alright, let's injure him. Go back to Lori. Someone's here. All scratch marks. Let's reload. That... A lot of good that did, David. A lot of good that did. Console dead hard. Drop pallet. Wrong side. Yeah, they didn't play well. I like it. I made a lot of mistakes on my throws, to be fair, and then they just didn't play well either. So, a little bit of both. A little bit of, I didn't play horribly. Like, the best play of that entire situation was me getting the hit on the Lori. That's about it. Someone vaulted. Looks like they pick up David. Someone's AFK. Think that has to be the Nia, based on the aura read from earlier. Let's reload real quick. AFK trigger is no longer there. Interesting. Up we go. Okay, let's go for the unhook. That way we can tell exactly where they are. Hi, Lori. Ah, there's AFK Steve. BT hit, sure, go for it. Okay. Are you sure that's a good idea? Because I'm gonna leave you slugged. Like, you just gave me how many health states? For free, basically? There goes Ruin. A little bit off to the right. So now you get slugged out, Laurie, because I'm afraid of your DS. David goes up on hook. Steve is injured. Like, what's the game plan here? Barbecue shows me one person on that gen. There's no way I get this, right? No, not from there. I'd have to do, like, this? No. Those go so much farther than you expect them to. Can I point that out? Are you done, David? And out of hatchets, but that's okay. You have mini dead hard. Nia has to be like, what the hell is going on? What are you guys doing? Good unbreakable with flashlight play. Like, genuinely not a bad play. I did not expect that to happen. Too bad that really did a whole lot of nothing. Another thing of Huntress is forcing decision, which you do well a couple times. Yeah. I need to get better at it, though. Alright, let's put you onto a hook. Yeah, still. Sure. Steve went for the unhook. That was such a bad throw. What did I even hit there? Okay, once again, not gonna grab you. Let's go for Steve. Like, you're just playing so far into DS, that's way too obvious, Laurie. When I say way too obvious, I really do mean way too obvious. Hey, that's awesome, Trix. Congratulations. Right, unbreakable on Laurie, though. Get you down. David's also here. We reload. Yeah, that's a good attempt at a blind throw. There's David down. Let's get a pick up on Laurie. You would think that, Barson, but you'd probably be wrong. I'm not gonna lie. I was surprised Nia wasn't there. I'm gonna go for David real quick. Yeah, you would think that, but you would probably be wrong. You got called a basement camper? That's not the worst thing I've ever been called. Were you camping basement though, Trix? Were you Bubba? Were you insane as camping Bubba? Is that what you're doing? Oh. No one on barbecue. They're all within 40 meters again. Let's reload while we're here. There's two in basement. I'm not leaving. That is fair, honestly. Yeah. Foreign blindness is real. And let's put you onto a hook and try and find Steve, I guess, at this point. And let's see. Ah, hit the tree. Hit the tree. Not to mention he's not even there. Hi, Steve. What are you doing over here? Crows go off to the right. Hi, Steve. Hi, the red light. Ah, at least he didn't pallet camp. Smart. And will you go for the vault? You do not. Out of this. You drop it early. Go for it. I mean, what's your game plan here? I can just bloodlust you out if I really want to. Okay, you vault. Uh-huh. Then what? You hold W. Sure. Do you think you get to the unhook in time, Steve? If you think that, the answer is no. And where are we going? Okay. Evolves to the other side. Good stuff. Dead Hard got bugged after first hook. How did it get bugged? Out of curiosity, Polo. I haven't heard of a Dead Hard bug. At least that's me personally. Couldn't Dead Hard? Are you on console or are you on PC out of curiosity? Like all game? Yeah, I don't know. I have no good explanation for that. Console? I'd like to say that it might not be that you couldn't Dead Hard, but it's console Dead Hard, which console Dead Hard's kind of busted right now. Only play PC kill? Gotcha. PC killer. Why not PC survivor though? I'm curious on that, especially right now with you were bugged? Okay. Yeah, because I know that console performance issues are a big thing, especially with Dead Hard right now. But GG, well played to these survivors. Either way, it's Polo. I appreciate you stopping by saying hi. Would love to have you here as part of Guilty Ones if you are interested. I am Mark, aka Guiltspire. I'm an educational Dead by Daylight player, here to teach kills how to play killer and survivors how to play against killer. I do hope you're having a great day. Alright, back into Blood Web we go. Let's grab you. You get exhausted all game. The only time that should happen is if you're never hooked. You all console, GG's though. GG's my friend, GG's. Alright. That's fine. And probably want to do one more Blood Web to play it safe. No, we're fine. Besides, I probably want the full 1 million so I can P3 a survivor. Alright. Well, this will probably be our last match of the day, guys. Like I mentioned, normally I do an 8-hour stream, but A, I have a dentist appointment at 12 p.m. tomorrow. And B, I'm not feeling all too well. Not sure why, but just is. Alright. Well, with that being said, let's take a look and see what offerings they bring. One secret offering suggesting a Shroud of Binding, so let's keep that in mind. That'll probably end up spawning together. So what things do I need to do tonight? I need to do things for my dentist appointment tomorrow. I need to update the schedule for COTF. Need to update the rules for COTF. Make an announcement about the rules for COTF. What else? That's about it. Then of course highlight a game from today. That is about it. Ruin spawns up top on Ironworks. Let's break this door real quick. Might as well while we're up here. Nice thing about being up here, we can check for survivors pretty easily. Nothing there yet. So unless they go upstairs, they shouldn't find ruin, but a lot of people do know that totems do spawn up there, so mildly problematic. Check the hill back here. No, nothing. So maybe they spawned over there, which could be problematic if so. I don't see the gen animation yet. Nothing. Strange. They jumped off that gen wicked early. As soon as they saw me, they did not want to risk that. Alright, have a good night, Shelby. Thank you as always. I appreciate you. We'll get the hit on Nia. Close but no cigar. And threw too far to the middle. One person DCs, lovely. Too far to the middle again. Let's break with her on the inside. Oh, we had the right line of sight. But there's a hook in the way. Let's get her down. Unfortunately, our last match of the day ends up with a DC this early. That really does suck, actually. Well, let's get some barbecue and chili. We see them on hill. Can we... I don't think we can hit them from here. That'd be a really shallow throw. There might be a way to get that, but man, it had to be really shallow. Sure, drop the pallet. One less tight loop for me to worry about later. There's one. Wasn't sure where they were going. Now I'm out of hatchets, but they're in a dead zone. They have a pallet to the right, though. I can see the top of it, but they could not, so that works out perfectly. Where do you want to hook? We could hook here, then reload and check. Not a half bad idea. Then check the gen to the right. Barbecue and chili tells me there's one person there. Over on logs. Let's see what we can do about that. I don't think with all the trees on Macmillan, at least on Ironworks, I can get across map all too easily. Ruin's already on. They fell off of it. I just realized. I saw the sparks too late. There's one. There's two. That's Nia. Do you drop pallets? No. Good dodge. So on corner, they're going to dodge out to the right. Let's keep that in mind. Dodge to the left there. To the next tile. Going to hill. That's a pretty bad play. It's a really dangerous spot to be. That pallet's gone. The next pallet over is not, though. Yeah, I flicked too much there. Yeah, I think one of my problems is also that I overcorrect my throws sometimes. And that's also pretty detrimental. So we're going to drop chase on Nia here. The chase has gone too long. One gen that we know they've been working on is that one over there. Let's check over here real quick. Yep, as I anticipated. 8 seconds off of that gen. So let's not chase the people that aren't on gens. Let's chase this person off this gen. Sounds like an injured Jane. No reason to have thrown that, to be honest. If she would have continued, then there's a possibility that she wouldn't have gotten hit. Barbecue and chili shows me one person over by logs. There's the Nia. Let's see how she plays this. Yeah, I need to be a bit more patient on that movement, where they dive left and right, left and right. There we go. There we go. Yeah, and those ones, the biggest thing is I just need to be more patient. Long and short of it is. So let's put you on this hook, then reload, since we're on one. We could try and go for a long-range throw, since we have one left. They're gonna get ruined. Not the end of the world when one person's already dead due to a DC, so c'est la vie for all intent and purpose. We can go up, however, and pressure them, especially if they're injured, which I think that's the Jane. Yeah, exactly. The biggest thing is that I feel like I also tend to overcorrect on my movement when trying to track them. And so one thing I feel like I need to do is I need to, instead of using my mouse to go back and forth, I think I need to use A and D to kind of mimic their movement, if that makes sense. Because if I'm tracking with my mouse, I'll sometimes overcorrect and go like this, when I think doing this instead might make more sense. It may benefit from not tracking them and play for a flick. Play for a flick. So I understand, I understand I do that on Nurse. For some reason on Huntress, it's just such a foreign concept. Like, I know how to do that on Slinger, I know how to do that on Nurse, but Huntress, because of the time, it throws me so off. I don't know why. Scratch marks? Going where? But at the end of the day, it comes with practice, right? Alright. She continues over to the vault. Slow vaults for some ungodly reason. That was interesting. Goes upstairs. Door's already broken. Think you'll get better first, Jerry. Find your method. Exactly. Oh, I thought she doubled back for a second. I didn't see the scratch marks going out. Well, I can kind of take my time and be patient with this, given that there's only 2 people left on 3 gens. We're gonna go back upstairs? No, of course not. You go for the vault, though? Don't know why you do that. I thought she was gonna try and fake it, but she didn't do that either. There's the vault again. Theoretically could try and go for his cheeky hit through that window, but probably would be against better judgment. One thing I can definitely do is those drop down hits. Those I seem to get a pretty good hit on them. Barbecue and chili shows me a whole lot of nothing. Scratch marks show me something else, however. There's the hit. I wish I had another hatchet, to be honest. You know what, Nia? I wanna play this out a little bit. I'm gonna go for a hatchet. Oh, she's suiciding. Nia? What's the game plan here? Come on. So, maybe I need to look at my feet more, or rather at survivors' feet when they're up in my POV like this. Because I know that's the same way that you play around Billy. Yeah, I think that's what I need to do. Because that's one thing that I tend to miss is when survivors get into my POV that I sometimes end up missing. I think what I need to do is do the Billy trick, which when survivors do that, you look at their feet, and that way you can end up getting hit that way. Like, there are little tricks from other killers that I need to implement on Huntress, whether that be Nurse, Billy, Slinger, stuff like that. Because my aim's not bad. Could definitely get better with my aim, though. Walking backwards a little bit? Yes, that too. But GG, well played to these survivors. I do appreciate the support, my friend. Definitely going to be working on Huntress more. My goal is to try and get her to a 10 win streak. Then I'll know that I'm a bit more comfortable with her, to say the least. But like I said earlier, I will be ending the stream here. Not feeling horribly up for more rounds. So we're going to go raid Dave's and Don'ts, who is currently playing some Pokemon Sword and Shield. So that looks like a lot of fun. But as always, hope you have a great day. And if you haven't already, please make sure to hit that follow button. And I will see you all tomorrow at 7 p.m. CST. Bye-bye! Oh, I forgot to start the raid. Hold on 1 second. 5 more seconds, then bye-bye. Yes, I'll see you tomorrow, Barson. Actually, maybe not, depending on my dentist appointment. I'll let you guys know. But either ways, bye-bye!